Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hey, how are y'all today? Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday to you all. Thank you so much for joining my live. Greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Um, come on in, come on in. Please hit that good like, share, and subscribe button and make sure your notification bell is turned on. Why? Because it's all free. That part right there. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. And also, if you're catching this on the replay, thank you and welcome. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Like, share the video, y'all. Tell your people about your girl over here, G. Tell them to come on over and visit sometimes. I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all that takes time out of your busy schedule to be on the live. Yes, that part. So, you know how it goes. We still have a few minutes, so we got to wait. Hey, Miss Faith. Hello. Is it working? StreamYard. Hello, hello. I don't see it. Okay, it's moving now. Hey, Miss Faith. She says good morning. How you doing today? They over there in the bushes, Miss Faith, being spectations. I guess it is what it is. But everybody is welcome. Come in, come in. Please make sure you hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for me. Make sure your notification bell is turned on so that you know each time that I go live. But yes, welcome. Um, Miss Faith, I hope you're having a good day. Miss Maria, she probably didn't get my notification. I figured I'd pop on for a few minutes here. And yes, that part right there. But we are now getting some good old rain, Miss Faith. It has been raining to wash away some of this ugly, thick, nasty pollen. I'm glad I didn't go get my car washed yesterday because I might would have been upset. But it is raining. Look like it's gonna be raining all week. So I'm like, yes, wash it away, wash it away. Miss Faith says yes. She says good drive to work. Yes. Oh yes. You be careful out there. You getting some rain? Well, if you're getting some rain, you be careful. I did jump up early and I went to the good Kroger over there and I wanted some snacks. So I got me some snacks before it really started pouring down again. You know how it goes. So we get some heavy rain, then it slack up, and then it comes back down again. But thank God for the rain. But anyway, y'all, I just want to pop on. I am off this week. Woo woo! I am on spring break. Yes, that part. Didn't really have a whole lot planned for this spring break. I like to do things in the summertime, but I might go to North Carolina. Not really sure yet. Thinking about it. Gonna see how that goes as well. Hey, Miss Rhoa. She says happy had to tumble and roll out of the bushes. Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad you decided to roll up out of the bushes and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Um, oh, it's raining there too, Miss Faith. Oh, I tell y'all, this pollen was so thick, y'all. It was like dust just blowing in the air. And I was like, oh, it was nice and hot in the 80s, and I wanted to put on long sleeves because my skin and stuff would be burning with this pollen. So anyway, I am still here. I am still here, y'all. But let's just jump on in, y'all. Let's just jump on in. It looks like Wendy has got some is gonna have some good news coming through. If I'm not mistaken, I think the attorney name is Joe. I think it's the one that represented Rihanna's um husband slash boyfriend, fiance. I can't remember what they is right now. Because it seems like ain't nobody wants to be married today. So. But yeah, it looks like she has a look like he might be a powerhouse, y'all. He was saying that the peoples is gonna be hating to see him come through those courtroom doors. I said, ooh, looks like to me somebody better get themselves prepared and ready. Cause I think he's gonna be ready for the people, y'all. Is it cool? Oh, it's cool there. It's kind of cool. Yes, a little cool. I think today supposed to be like in the 60s, 60 or 70s or something like that. But it feels so much better, y'all, to cool down. But yeah. So shout out to Wendy, y'all. It looks like Wendy, hopefully at some point before this summer, I'm gonna say before summer even gets here. I hope and pray that Wendy is free. Um, and if she needing someone to be with her, I hope it be, her niece. I hope her son has matured a lot and can help with his mom and, hire the nurses that she need. But y'all put her in the house and y'all get in that house and stay with her. And people, to the people and the sons, y'all have to be careful because one day you might find yourself in the same situation as Wendy, and you're gonna want somebody, um, hopefully in your family that's gonna be there to care and support for you. So, whatever's going on with her and her son, I hope they can get that mended and move on with their life and just enjoy the rest of your life that you have because you never know when your number might come up. So I'm hoping for the best with this situation right here with Wendy. I don't know, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot of hidden stuff that's going to come out as far as this that old guardian that she had, probably things that she was doing. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I won't be surprised if whatever pops out pertaining to this lady and that said judge. I'm gonna say that. And also everything that I say in this video, y'all, please keep in mind that it is alleged. It's in my very own opinion. It's just for entertainment purposes only. That part right there. Cause the people's on YouTube and StreamYard and all of this stuff, y'all, they get to be a little cray cray sometimes. So you have to be very careful being up here. Sometimes I be debating, do I just want to upload my videos? But I enjoy the people. I enjoy talking to y'all, and the laughs that we get daily. So right now, I think that's gonna be a no for me. But yeah, shout out to Wendy. Keep on moving, Wendy. Keep praying to God and know that He's able. Keep pushing and thriving, and hopefully you get the results that we all are hoping and praying that you get. That part right there. But y'all, I did go to sleep last night and I woke up. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I think it was about like 11, maybe 11 or 12, seemed like o'clock. And Lord, I saw this said person on the YouTube streets, y'all. Lord, she was getting a drink on. She was going in. She was really going in. Um, It'd be funny to her because she says she's a celebrity. She's popular. I think she said she had 500 people over there. She's almost at 5,000 subscribers. So, it's all funny to her. She says that the people be using her said name for the content. She said that the people ain't got no content, y'all. So said people be using her name and her pictures and stuff. So it goes back again, y'all. You have to be careful. Even with the people that you might think that you close with, you never know when the people may flip and be striking your channels. All kinds of stuff people be doing. But y'all that's over there in the bushes, please hit that like button for me. If you can't do nothing else, just hit the like button. Don't matter whether you subscribe to the channel. No, I don't care about that. If you want to, you're more than welcome. It is what it is. But yes, just come out. You took the time out to come in up over here. So, just be considerate and, kind of hit the button. It doesn't matter if it's like or dislike, whichever one of those buttons gonna make you feel real good about yourself throughout the rest of the day. That is gonna be the button that I would appreciate that you hit. That part right there. But yeah, y'all, she said that said people was talking about her and using her picture and stuff for the content and all that kind of stuff. So I don't be doing that there because mm-mm, you know how people's is. But yeah, she was going in on a CC and she was doing all that cussing and stuff. And she was so upset because somebody had sent the video about what that CC was commenting on the other morning. And, she was letting the people know that her conversation that she had with whomever was between them. And she was upset that that said person played the conversation talking about her daughter. Y'all know we had a conversation I think it was yesterday about, the BBLs and all of that stuff. So, my thought is to each his own. If that's what you want to do that. That's what you do. You go ahead on and do that. If that's what you want to get you one of them, go and get it now. Make sure you can do the upkeep behind that said BBL because, it sounds like to me it can be a lot of work on that. Hey, Miss Dorothy. She says, good morning, everyone in G Squad. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. Happy Monday to you as well. But yeah, y'all, she was getting her drinky drink on, and she was doing a whole lot of cussing and a whole lot of bees being used and called and all of that kind of stuff, y'all. But she I'ma say this, she thinks she's slick and she thinks she's being funny at the same time because she says she's popular and she know how to get the peoples to come up over there where she's at, y'all, because the people love when she be messy and doing all that foolish stuff, talking about the peoples and calling them out their name and all that stuff. And then she wanted to remind the people, I think she said it's gonna be boots on the ground. Not today, but I think it's gonna be next Monday. I'm a little confused. I don't know if it's gonna be like somebody gonna be teaching the people that dance on next Monday or what. But the said party is supposed to be in August for her birthday. And to let the people know, if your birthday is in the month of August, you can get in for free. Miss Dorothy says, I miss a lot, but I always come by and hit the like button. Thank you so much, Miss Dorothy. And I'm glad you, I know you do. I know you do. And I hope the family's doing well. Everybody's still hanging in, hopefully. But yeah, y'all, she was going in and she was upset. But my thing is, we all seen that show, and my thing is how she gets so upset when her said daughter that is a she's on a was on a TV show, um how she could talk about the reality star and her mom so bad, and her even right down to the kids, and then she almost be about to lose her mind just to hear the thought of somebody said something about your daughter that you said and the person only just replayed and repeated. So she was really hot about that, talking about it. You come for my, I don't like people like that, y'all. You think you have the let me change that. How you have the audacity to think that just because you're behind a camera or whatever, you scaring people. Ain't nobody, I keep saying this all the time, people ain't scared of people today. Y'all better stop playing with yourselves. People is not scared of people today. Yes, Miss Dorothy, as always, you come for mine, I'm a this, and you come for mine, I'm a that. But how about when you was coming for another lady's said daughter, the one and only, the reality queen? How about, and I don't care what it is, y'all, what day, whatever, they're gonna always, I'm just not gonna say they, she always finds a way to throw her in a situation or mention her name or whatever. It's just so crazy. Um, but yeah, I don't put that lady's picture and stuff on my thumbnails. Miss Dorothy says no one is coming to her on the ground birthday party. Not on the ground. Yes. Yeah, so she was letting the people know the tickets is going on sale and all of that there kind of stuff. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, these people, she baiting them people, y'all. That it's funny. She over there laughing at the people. She told the people that she's coming alive. I think it's again this afternoon. Y'all be ready. I think she got a little bit of mess for the people today, but she says that when she say the word mess, it pulls the people in, and the people, growing her channel up over there, y'all, just like she want them to grow it. And I'm like, well, good for her. Good for her. It gives her something to do. Maybe at one day, y'all, she have a change of heart. I don't know. And that's like how I said, that apology that was done. That was not no apology. That was not heartfelt at all. Um, it's gonna be in Bessemer, Miss Dorothy. For the people that wants to go, it's gonna be down there in Bessemer, that part right there. But yeah, she was talking. She was. She don't really act like that when she's not drinking. I'm gonna say that when she's drinking, all kinds of stuff come out of her mouth. Somebody told her to stop cussing so much last night on that live. She told me, okay, okay, I'm gonna stop cussing. I'm gonna stop cuss. But when you come for me and mine, when you come for me and mine, oh, I'm gonna clap back at you. Period, boo. Period. I said, now, what do she think that said person gonna be doing when you clapping back at her? She just gonna let you clap back at her now, and she ain't gonna say nothing. Nah, Miss Dorothy says, I'm sorry, but the location. Um, it's gonna be in Bessemer. She said they're gonna have some old big old building, y'all, and she was letting the people know too. It's not gonna be at Black, y'all. It is not going to be at Black. It's gonna be down there in Bessemer. It's gonna can hold up to 700 capacity, I think she said. But yeah, everybody is welcome to go down there, and in the month of August for that right there. And y'all, I know y'all still remember about her and the LGB in that situation. And y'all, she let it be known to the board that that said officer that he said that he knew down there in Bessemer. She said she know him as well and have talked to him. So sometimes I believe the beef is real and sometimes I don't, I don't know. And like I said, the way he was coming out at certain people that had not ever said anything about him. But when this said person came out and was talking about how she was going to, set him up on all of that stuff, all he said, well, Lord, honey, if that's what you think you were going to do, then go ahead, honey, go ahead. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. So it don't sit right with me. Miss Dorothy says she doesn't have an address. She is lying like her daughter. Mm. No, she didn't give out no address. I didn't hear none of that right there. That part, you're absolutely right. Who knows what these peoples has got up their sleeves, y'all? Who knows? But who yeah, they're talking about always and always talking about taking somebody to court and this and that. Do you know how many times you have been on your live talking about that lady's daughter and trying to defame her character and everything else that you thought you was big and bad enough to do? And now just because you heard something that you said and was replayed, you about to lose your mind. Mm, 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 mm. Child, I tell y'all, it's a whole hot mess with that lady. But it is what it is. I think she gotta be who she is, and she ain't trying to change for said not one soul. She ain't this to do that now. Mm-mm. But yes, y'all, thank y'all for joining the live today. And if you're still over there in the bushes, please come out and hit the like button. Just hit that like button one time. And if you want to leave, go ahead on and leave. And I'm gonna wish you may God bless you on your journey, or that part right there. But moving on, y'all. It has been said that let me see, Miss Dorothy says the only one making money is Mel and Stormy. And I don't care for Stormy, but she is on her grind. I might have to disagree with that, Miss Dorothy, because the people was over there dragging her yesterday on the Facebooker and the IG and stuff. I don't know where said products are coming from, but the people are saying that the said products is not doing what she say the said products is supposed to do. You said you had a chemist, and if you was all on the up and up and you were not Alibaba and all of that, bring the chemist on out and let the chemist be shown, but you playing with people's skin and all that kind of stuff with this stuff that nobody really knows where it's coming from and what's in it. So you have to be careful with that. She wants to be on her grind. I will agree with you on that, but she's not going about it the right way, and like I said, you are introducing this stuff and telling the people what it's supposed to be, and everybody was saying that it smelled like maple syrup and it's supposed to have this smell to it, and it's got a whole nother smell to it, probably smelling like chicken and everything else. That's what the people were saying. I ain't said it, the people were going in up over there about the said product. So, you know, um, she has a little ambition and she wants to do well. I think myself with this here glaze stuff, and no chemist has been produced. I would just go back to, she said she started doing her hair products in the little kitchen or wherever. She'll go back to what you know. Stop being in competition with people that ain't in competition with you. Be yourself. Always be yourself and do what you can do. After you do all you can do, there's nothing else you can do. So stop being in competition with people. And favor ain't fair, y'all. Just always remember that favor is not fair. When it's your time to shine. Point blank, period. It ain't got nothing to do with not one person on this YouTube street or whatever, stream yard or whatever. It's God. When God is ready for you to shine, sure, nobody can stop that. So learn to know your place. That part right there. Miss Dorothy says, I bought from Mia her hair serum. I did the work. I did take before picture and will be taking the after pictures. Yes, Miss Dorothy. Everybody's I like that hair serum products as well. It's really good. But one thing about being a using hair products, me as an ex hairstylist, let me just say this, y'all. You can't use male's hair serum. You can't use some Isa Plus. You can't use some dark and lip. You can't mix all of this stuff up together and then say, well, it's not working. So my thing is what I always would tell my customers, if you are going to use what I have. That way you're gonna know what I if it's working or not. But when you're using a whole bunch of stuff, mixing it up, doing this and doing that, you don't know which product is actually working for you. So you need to be careful with that. If you have switched over to the that hair serum or whatever, just try it for a couple of months and see, what kind of results you're gonna get out of it. But like I said, let it be that product and that product, let it stand alone, and that way you'll know whether it's working or not working for you. Everything that people put out may not be for you, and that's just it, and that's okay too, y'all. Sometimes we just got to keep going until we find said product that's really gonna work for us. And there's nothing wrong with that. Our hair is different, skin is different. People are just different people. So what worked for Miss Dorothy might not work for me, and that's okay. I got to keep trying to see what's gonna work. That's it. That's all. But yeah, and like I said, I wish her nothing but the best with her products. But be careful when you're dealing with people, because times is hard. People got their last $10 and they done throwed it over there on your products because they need trying to get the wrinkles out of their face. And okay, I'm gonna spend my last dollar to get this product because the girl said, and she's a black girl, and the girl said that that product is real good. So I'm gonna risk my last $10, however much it costs. This is all I got, and I'm gonna try it. And you get that said product, and that product end up doing more harm than good. So just be careful. Miss Darcy says you're right, G Squad. I did clean my hair and steam it, and then I started using it. Yeah, absolutely. Go from there. So, like I said, prayers up for her. Wish her all the best. I just hope she get it right, because, she do have a little challenge. Some people be looking for that fast money, and, fast money, what Mel say, all money ain't good money, and lots of times too, y'all, people have to remember, um, when you do that crazy stuff like that, it can become like rug money. And you know what about rug money? It comes so fast and it goes really, really fast. You be looking like, well, what just happened? Where did it go? Well, I can't see what I used it on. So just be careful with that situation right there, that part right there. Moving on. So y'all, it takes a lot of nerve for yes, Miss and Tank said that and I got the t-shirt that says God over money. Absolutely. Tank said we ain't taking no L's over here, and that's right. I ain't taking no L's over here either. That part right there. And he said God over money. Absolutely, every day, all day long. That part. So, Mel is making her some entrepreneurs out there, y'all. Them kids gonna be great when they get to going out there for real, y'all. In a few minutes, Mel just gonna be sitting back and watching her kids do what they do, because she have been teaching these kids and instilling the work ethics in these kids at a very young age, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Best time to get started while they small. That part right there. But yes, y'all. It looks like we're gonna have. Well, let's give a shout out to Cassie, y'all, for the encouragements, the strength that she has gotten about this whole ugly Diddy situation. I so happen to have seen. Uh, I don't like to think about it no more, but whenever he oh yes, ma'am, absolutely, I'll drop that for you. But yeah, y'all, I had seen that video where he was kicking that young lady in the at that hotel. Y'all, I don't wish that on nobody. I'm trying to get this thing crazy mess. Um, let me see. I just posted it on Miss Dorothy. Miss Faces, I got my t-shirt as well. I got all my products from Mail waiting on my body wash. All right, Miss Faith. Healed. Hey, Miss Heal, and welcome. She says, is it one of these Amazon packages? Is what one of these Amazon packages, ma'am? Also, let me say this: everybody is welcome. Thank y'all so much for joining the live. But if you're coming over here being spectacious, or y'all, you want to let the devil use you in any kind of way, whenever I decide to go live on my channel, I'm gonna go ahead on and tell you right now. Don't come over here with the craziness. I try to be nice and kind to everybody and love everybody. And hey, Miss here, how you doing today? But yeah, and let's not put people's other CC's names in the chat. Using initials is fine. I would more than likely figure out who you're talking about. But yeah, let's try to be respectful to people, y'all, because there's enough craziness already going on and stuff. And I don't like that, but there's nothing I can do about it but just pray on it. Hey, Miss Dorothy, girl. Hey, girl.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, I miss y'all so much. I've just been working, guys.
I've
I've
been
been just
missing you too. I'm so glad to see you.
yeah.
How you doing today? You doing good? The
I,
family doing good?
oh yeah, we all doing good. We all just, when we got finished with all the funerals and we just sat around and talked about old times, especially with my about my grandmother and her mom, and we were just kind of like telling the younger generation, you know, the family history and where they come from, and it was a delight. It was very special and stuff. But I miss you, G Squad. I really do. I miss you, Maria. I miss all
I
y'all.
missed you too. I said, Miss Maria, she must ain't seen. They were saying yesterday that the like button wasn't working. I think it's because StreamYard or whatever is doing an update, and the notification bell. A lot of people saying they don't get their notifications and stuff like that. So she probably don't even know. I didn't even send her a text and tell her I'm live.
I know you was
Oh,
talking because you know what, G Squad, you right. About the hair thing. People don't try to use all type of different products. Only try if you're gonna try a product, clean your hair, steam your scalp, make sure everything is out. Then you try that product to make sure
mm-hmm,
it works. And
mm-hmm,
then you can say it don't work for my hair and stuff
right.
because that's what I did. I don't that's the type of person because my hair is very thin and I'm very particular about hair sermon and all that because I only use one grease. I've been using it ever since I've been a kid. And
Mm,
my mother used it and it grew my hair because it got Glora's mane in it. I think that's how
mm-hmm.
you said that too. So yeah, so I never use all this product. They say, with your wrinkles and all that. I'm like, look, I'm just gonna give me my wrinkles. I'm gonna take my wrinkles.
I'm taking mine with stride. I am living every bit of me. But way back when I was doing hair, I used to use this stuff. It was called tea tree oil. It was like a teal looking green bottle with like leaves on it. I think it had olive oil in it. That was some amazing
Yeah,
oil. They had the grease with it. They had the shampoo. They had the whole works with it. And I found all of that. And that's what I would kind of like use on my hair. But when I was doing the people's hair, I bought my products from the supply men, the professional stuff. So I'm not saying
yeah.
it wasn't professional, but it was just for me.
I tell a lot of people, I say when I was growing up as a kid back in the 60s, my granny, she put like back then they had these buckets. They used to sell lard. We used to
Mm-hmm.
black things used to buy lard in the bucket, the big buckets.
Mm-hmm.
So my grandmother used to buy, this lard, and as soon as she finished with it, she cleaned the bucket out. She would have like 4 or 5 buckets sitting outside when it poured down raining. And that's how my grandmother washed our hair.
Mm.
She washed our hair with none but rainwater. She
Oh
never
wow.
used it like the faucet water. And so when it rained, my husband, he was like, "What are you doing? People gonna think we ain't got no water." I said, "This for my hair." But it makes your hair soft.
Oh yeah.
It's
There go
clean
Miss
water. It makes
Maria.
your hair
I
soft.
I told you, Miss Dorothy, she probably didn't get the notification. She says, "Hey, good morning, morning, y'all.
Hey, good
Remember to tap the screen. It
morning.
don't cost a thing. Subscribe, support, $ G Strickland 8, super chat, super sticker, and share the video. Join for
Yeah,
2.99." She says, "Thanks and enjoy." Thank you, Miss Maria.
yeah. And even if you sliding by, just tap the screen. Just
Yes.
tap the light screen. Cause that's what I was doing. I'm like, man, they didn't change my hours. So I'm like, oh, I'm missing the afternoon. And I can't
Mm-mm.
be on my phone, so I would go literally to the bathroom. Hope my bosses ain't on here. I would go to the bathroom, and I was like, man, I would hear y'all. I would see Maria on there. And I'm like, I have to just push the light, go back to my.
Lord have mercy. Well, I'm so glad you was able to make it today. I
Yeah, I
told him I'm
took
on
today
spring
off.
break. You on
Yeah, I
spring break?
took.
Is you on break?
No, we was on spring break last week, and I had so much to do and stuff because I had to catch up. And usually, like on spring break, I'm old school. Spring break is clean time. It's time to get all the clutter stuff out. I
Yes.
raised my kids how my parents raised me, and my daughter do the same thing. It's like these kids today, they when spring break, they like we on vacation. No, ain't no vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I said we didn't call it spring break. We called it cleanup week.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. That
Look,
part right
I
there.
say no. I say it wasn't spring break. It was cleanup week. Y'all getting off the cleanup week? That's what it was. It was cleanup week. And
Mm.
trust me, during that week while your parents was at work, yeah, by the
Mm-hmm.
time they get back home, that house better be clean. I know ours had to be.
Yes.
And I do the
Most.
same thing here at my house with my two youngest ones. I got a 18 and a 19-year-old. They like, "And
Mm-hmm.
we on vacation." I say, "Ain't no vacation. You better start pulling all that stuff out that closet. What you don't want, pile it up."
Mm-hmm. Take it to the center for the people. Miss Maria says at Hill. She says, "I'm sorry, I didn't see you." And she says, "Welcome, yes, welcome, Miss Hill. Thank you for joining the live today."
Mhm.
Uh,
I didn't
but
know that. So,
yeah.
because when I went on TikTok to buy my stuff from Mill, uh, as I was going through, because I buy other stuff off TikTok too and stuff. Like this big old pillow I got from TikTok. Oh my goodness. It's a big
Mm.
bean bag, but it's like a little sleeping thing. I bought the biggest one they had. My husband said you had to get the biggest one. So, but when I went on, I was, strolling through and I seen her in her group. I said, look at her, look at Stormy and all her whole family, the baby cousins and all.
Mm, mm,
'Cause that's what it looked like. First of all, you're not organized, and second of all, you know when things look phony because
mhm,
everybody just boxing one thing and that's it. When you look at the camera, it's like they boxing one thing and that's it. And I'm like, she doing this for the camera. And I don't like to compare people. Everybody, I have seen some little things, on social media saying like, Mill doing stuff in her basement. Baby, she got it going on.
mhm. You know, they
She got
talked
it
about
going
that
on.
basement, but they didn't know. They didn't understand the process. They did not.
G Squad, it's millions coming out of that basement. Do you
Mhm,
hear me?
mhm,
Millions coming out of that basement. Trust me. And she has sales. I don't care what nobody say. They talking about some her price is too high. No, 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 no. Cause I got my hair sermon. I think I got it for like $20 or probably less. She right now she got to sell 40%. So she has sales. She has sales every day.
You know
I
what
got
my
to
mindset is, Miss Dorothy, not to cut you off, but people saying it's too much. I always say you get just what you pay for.
get what you pay for. Her
That
product
is a
is
known
top of
fact.
the line.
So if you paying $5, well that's all you need to expect. $5. That's all I pay for.
Mhm.
$5. $5. It is what it is. You get what you pay for. If you think you ain't worth no more than $5, then get it and be happy.
Be happy. Yes. I like her lip. I got the lip because she had a bundle, two bundles on sale. I caught them on sale. I'm a bargain shopper. I can't pay
Hmm.
for
You have to be in this day and time because they talking about everything is steady going up. I'm still in shock about the price of a carton of eggs.
oh Lord have mercy.
I'm
And
like,
I
Lord,
and I
please.
go ahead, G Swag.
No, I was like, Lord Jesus, I don't know what we're gonna do. I tell people, it's like they have our life set. It doesn't matter how much money you make, you're gonna be living at that level. So you trying to get ahead, but it's so hard because things steady going up, steady going up, and then so many people living above their means and all of that kind of stuff. So it's a
Mhm.
mess. Hey, Miss Cheryl, good morning. She says, ladies, have a blessed day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and you
Have
as
a
well.
blessed day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it is. But you know what? I'm like I tell my kids, I say I'm old school. My grandmother, both of my grandmothers and my mother had a garden in the back. My mother-in-law right today have a garden in the back. I say, well, so my son said, well, I guess you're gonna get us to go out there. I say, yep, I'm gonna pick a spot.
Mhm, mhm.
Pick
That's
a
right, Miss
spot and
Roy.
I'm gonna dig some little rows out for some little vegetables and all that. I say, oh yes, I am. My son said, it take you to do it, mom. I say yes, because
Mhm,
I'm
absolutely.
from back then, and I want y'all to learn this because y'all have to have survival skills.
Mhm. That part. Miss Roy says her products are no higher than Bath and Body, and I'm supporting a black-owned business, so it's a win-win for me. Absolutely, Miss Roy. That part right there.
That's right.
My name is Donna.
That's
She says, "Hey
right.
y'all, hey girl, hey and welcome." But yeah,
That's right. I love her lip scrub. Oh, I ain't never used no lip scrub before.
yeah, and the products smell so good too. They do. But I'm not trying to knock Stormy and her stuff, but I was just saying what the people have said. It smell like maple syrup. It smell like this. It smell like that. I ordered this strawberry and it smell like something else. I mean, that's
Mm.
just too much. Where your chemist at? You said you had one.
I like
People.
meal chemist. I tip my hat off to that lady. I I
Yes,
heard
Miss
I
Sophia.
heard her I heard her testimony. I heard Mel Chemist's testimony. I tip my
Mm-hmm.
hat to I do.
Mm.
I do. That lady is
Miss
very
Maria, I don't think
smart.
you're supposed to be eating it tonight. I ate most of my strawberry lip scrub.
Baby, come on, Maria. Oh, I wish she'd get on here because at first when I was putting it on my lip, I was like, oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Then when a little piece got in my mouth, I said, oh wait, it tastes like sugar.
That's right, Miss
Yeah,
Faith. She
boy.
said, I got mine in a bucket. You never can have enough. And you know what, y'all? Sometimes it's the smallest things that you give out for a Christmas gift that means the most.
Tell them. Yes, yes, yes. The
Mm-hmm.
smallest thing. You know what I used to make my kids do for
Mm-hmm.
Christmas? They like, Mommy, what we gonna I say, y'all gonna go in there, y'all see all that paint and crayons and paper and all that I just bought. Go in there and make Christmas cards for Mother's Day. For real, I used to tell my kids, go in there and make me a Mother's Day gift. You can't go to the
Mm-hmm.
store, so how you gonna but my oldest son, he had became like old enough to walk to the store. So he
Mm-hmm.
just take his little allowance and go buy me a sneaker and put it on his card.
Aw. Miss Roy says, ain't it, child? Maria to my well, it was vegan, all natural.
It
Yeah,
is
I
all
can
natural. It is. Man, I ain't never used no lip scrub, but I see the difference. If I'm gonna tell you something, one thing about me, my sister always say you extra, but you don't hold back none. I don't hold back anything. I don't. I said this is my first time. Let me try these products. I did.
Miss
I
Maria to
did.
my Miss Faith to my Maria, you crazy. I have to deal with her every day now. Y'all know this. Now y'all leave her alone. Miss Maria just gonna put it out there now. She said, yeah, she ate it. She ate it now. Miss Roy said,
Look,
Maria, all natural. That part. That part
oh,
right there.
that part. Yes, that part. All natural. Yes, it's beautiful.
A
It's
beauty came out, told us what's in the stuff and all of this. That's a real chemist, y'all. Y'all
yes,
gonna
a
go over there
real
and buy
chemist.
some stuff. You better go where you know what you're getting.
Yes, a real can. And then, okay, now cause I'm just, I pop on and pop off. I heard a
Mm-hmm.
little bit about, uh, what's the child name? I'm trying to find a name that they give her on the YouTube, not a real name. Dusty Dan.
D nasty up over here.
Oh Lord, be nasty. I heard she trying to feel some type of way.
Yeah, she got caught all up in her feelings, you know. Shout out to Moses and Sonny, and I hope Moses celebrate his whole birthday until he gets completely out and totally free. But she made some kind of crazy post, I don't know. But Miss Faith says I got tomatoes, bell peppers, cabbage, and plum tree and other stuff planted. Girl, see that's what I'm talking about right there,
That's
Miss
what
Faith.
I'm saying.
It
Yes.
is safe. You better get you some little bitties and grow you some chickens, because you know this stuff that they's injecting in these chickens, y'all. We don't know what it is, and it can cause health issues. You know, I'm just saying. Miss Donna says all the milk products are excellent. Absolutely,
Mhm.
totally agree.
All these people talking about something she working from her basement, baby, from that basement, her garage or wherever she working at, there's come millions coming up out of there.
Listen,
Millions and
I see
millions of
that.
dollars.
Yes.
She don't need no whole warehouse
Mm-hmm.
storm.
Mm-hmm. And people need to remember you have to crawl before you can walk. You know,
Yes.
some people just jump out there just to impress people. Stop trying to impress people. If you're going to impress anybody, impress God. Let Him be the
I was
only
about
person
to
that you
say
worry about
that.
impressing.
Yep, G Squad. I was about to say that. Let me tell you something. Mel said that. See, God got Mel on he got her on this journey. He got
Mm-hmm.
Mel on the journey, and Mel ain't being disobedient on her journey. This is what I do got to get. I got to get that T-shirt say God said go again.
Mm-hmm.
That is so true. I tried it. I tried every word that she said when it was containing the Lord. I
Mm-hmm.
tried and it worked. I keep the
Mm-hmm.
silent, being silent, from your enemies, people that do you wrong, talk about you, just silent. Like, hey, let God do your work for you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he better at it than we are,
Absolutely. You better know
you
it.
know.
Miss Faith
Y-
said the dog would eat the chicken, G. Well, Miss Faith, back in the day when we was growing up, my mama them, they had the chickens and the dogs and all of that, but they had the chickens in made a chicken coop, I guess that's what they call it, with the barbed
Mhm.
wire and all of that. That's what the chicken was in.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had some good old fresh eggs. Go out there and get them eggs. Yes.
Everything fresh. Everything was
Mm.
fresh.
Yeah,
Everything
the
was
chicken
fresh.
won't inject
Every
it with nothing. A chicken leg
mhm.
today be looking like a daggone turkey leg. I
Mhm.
don't like eating meat like that. I can't eat it.
My husband, he don't like big old like he like He said you get chickens that big, so they done did something to
That part right there, absolutely. But it's being said that Miss Cassie, she's gonna be testifying, y'all. She don't want to be hidden, none of the above. And I'm so proud of her. You know, I pray that God give her the strength to go through this horrific, terrible, craziness, and to have to sit and look at this food. But I wouldn't even give him the victory. I know that let him know that I am strong in God. God has brought me from a long way. You know, he could have took that young lady out, but God said no. Mm-mm. So you
Mhm.
know, they got her as victim one. So prayers up for her, and it starts. His trial starts on May the 5th. Hey, Miss Candy, she says, get a pig while you are at it. It provides a lot of food when ready. Miss Candy, you didn't know, girl. I'm trying to find me a spot so I can get me a garden and get me some of that. I don't know about the hog now. I don't know about all that now. Wait a minute now. I don't think I'm gonna go that far because I don't really eat a lot of meat, but garden and all of that. Yes, ma'am. I would love to have it. Hmm.
Mhm. And then I mean, gardening, trust me, is peaceful, less stressful. If you
Hmm.
got stress, just go out there and plant a plant.
Hmm.
Trust me. You just gonna be like amazed. You're not gonna think about nothing and nobody else. My grandmother
Hmm.
got me into planting. My mother, like I said back then, we had to get out there. We had to plant. Me and my sister was raised in Mississippi, so we some country girls. And my
Yes.
kids always said, "Mom, sometimes you always bring that little country out your voice." I said, "That's all right." But my family have a slaughterhouse.
Mm.
But now my family, they catch wild hogs. Yes, they do. I was like, well, y'all don't send me none of that meat.
What?
In the country, in the deep country, you gotta go all the way down there. They catch
Mm.
wild hogs.
Oh
They catch
God, no.
wild hogs. Yep, they catch and they get, and I'm talking about the wild hogs have a lot of meat on
Mm. Miss Maria says the grandbabies have arrived. It's about to get live.
them. Oh, enjoy yourself, Maria. Enjoy yourself.
They finna take her on a roller coaster ride. Yes, that part right there. But yeah, I'm trying to work hard to get back somewhere near the country, y'all. Shoot, Miss
That's
Faith
what
says
I
I'm
said.
looking for some farmland. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Faith.
Mhm.
And for
Yeah.
the people that's retired, a lot of times people say I'm retired and they just like sitting around and they don't have nothing to do, and it's like their health be starting to deteriorate and all of that. I'm
Mhm.
telling you, if you are able to just get out there and dig you a little spot and plant you some vegetables or something, it's something about being out near nature. It's
Mhm.
just that clear, fresh air just in your face and the peace that comes over you. Y'all, I'm
Yeah.
telling y'all, get out there and get involved with that kind of stuff. Don't just sit there and winnow away. Get up and move.
Mhm. Yeah, move around, walk around. Is it snowing out here? Oh, good God Almighty.
Who's snowing?
In Chicago, and when you in Chicago, you get all different type of weather.
What?
Yeah, it's snowing now. We getting a little snow.
Oh my God. Y'all got too much stuff going
Mhm.
on. Miss Dorothy, my son, he did his basic training out there in Chicago. Lord have mercy. I was so glad my child left away from up over yonder. Mm,
You so glad he liked this weather, did he?
no, ma'am. Mm-mm.
This weather
Mm-mm.
is something else. You got to be prepared for it. You really, really, truly do. I tell people, I said, if you from Chicago, you'll know how to bundle up.
Mm.
If you from New York, you should know how to bundle up. Cause them two
Wow.
cities, yes. And we love it because we know how to deal with it. Cause if you see like the New Year's Eve, ball drop in New York, you see those people, it be cold out there, but they don't care. They be happy.
Yeah, they be out there. Yeah, they do. Maria says, I don't get a chance to sit around. I did some gardening yesterday. Oh, look at you. Mm. I'm telling you, y'all can get out there near that nature and just get out there, just get to peeling around and raking the yard and plant some pretty flowers and all of that. And what's so good about it, you get to stand off and say, that's my creation. I did that. Hey, Miss
Yeah.
Sexy Diva. She says, hey, G Squad and chat. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, sexy diva. I
Yeah.
miss all y'all, man. Cause we had nice conversations on here.
Yeah.
Yes. I
We be
miss
trying to.
y'all.
We missed you too. We did.
Yeah.
I did talk to Miss Denise this morning. She's doing good. Kind of like some good days and bad days, but
Okay.
through it all, she's doing good. Miss Maria says that sexy diva. Hey, girl. Hey. But I'm so glad you was able to join us today, Miss Dog.
I am excited. I just want to ask everybody one question. Do y'all think this TV show coming back? I know we all said no, yes, no, yes. I
Let me
don't think
answer
it's
that.
coming back, y'all.
Let me answer that. That said lady was asked that question last night. A funny look came upon her face, and the answer to the question was, "Y'all just got to wait and see." So now my thing is, if you are supposed to be on that said show or whatever, wouldn't you know?
That's
That was
right.
a
But you
yes or
know
no
what, G
question.
Squad?
Hmm.
Remember that lady was calling out all the TV shows. What's the lady from But
I know who you're talking about.
she did not call out Love and Marriage Huntsville either. She
No,
called
she
out
did.
she,
Mm-mm.
uh, she called out. That's what I'm going by.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yep.
I'm going.
Yeah, she was asked that question last night, and like I said, her facial expression became different, and the answer was you gotta wait and see. So if I was on a TV show, I would have probably been like, "Oh yes, it's I thought they would have announced it by now. The show's gonna come back on like the end of this month, or oh y'all can look forward to the show coming back on next month at
Right.
say something." Maria says, yes, we have missed you, Dorothy. And she said, nope, the show ain't coming back on.
I'm with you, Maria. It ain't coming back. It's not because they not promoting it like they used to, and they not even promoting it on social media. Because if it was coming back, trust me, every last one of them, even Ken and Twin, because that's what I call him and Trisha, Ken and Twin, because she looked
Mm-hmm.
like. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Miss Sexy Diva
they.
says, nope,
Now
that
I
show
seen
is,
it.
she said,
Uh,
Miss Sexy Diva said, nope. She said, the show is over. The queen has left. That part right there. And every time somebody say that, I go back to Latisha. No, Tuna Cat said, one monkey don't stop no show. One monkey
I
didn't stop
love when
here
you
for a
call her
minute to
Tuna
shut down.
Cat.
Tuna Cat. Miss Sexy Diva call her Tuna Cat now. That's her name over here. Hey,
Yeah,
Miss
because
Williams, welcome.
my grandma used to call this lady if this drunk lady used to walk past. She'd be like, look, her cat that stink like Toda.
Yeah, you have to be careful, y'all, with the words that come up out your mouth. Now, one monkey don't stop no show. Well,
No,
what's
G
going
Spot,
on?
when I heard her first say it, when I seen it, I was in the bathroom. I said, let me get out of here before I get fired. Because I started cracking up laughing. And I went back to my desk. I was telling my coworker, I was like, girl, the lady, look, she don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. I say she called her Tony Cat girl. She said, who? I wanted to tell her who it was, but I couldn't.
Uh-huh. That part right there. Miss Maria says, yep, at Dorothy, she made no mention of Love and Marriage Huntsville, not even as a mad season replacement. Nothing.
They can talk all that mess they want to, baby. They not coming back. You
Mm-hmm.
see, Marceau, he ain't saying not a word, but we are deplorables.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, Miss Paris says Tuna Cat is promoting her podcast and not Love and Marriage Huntsville. Can somebody please make it make sense? Miss Maria says Mel was the only one promoting it and social media all the way up to season 8. Yes,
Yep.
Miss Sexy
Yep.
Diva says that monkey stopped them. His show show is gone. Mm-hmm. That part,
She said one monkey don't stop no show. Well, that pretty monkey did
that
stop
part right
that
there.
show. She
Tore it all the
left the
way down.
building.
All the way down, all the way down. And then you keep hearing people talking about, well, they say Ariana is filming. Filming for what? Don't nobody want to see choo choo train or whatever. Nobody wants to
What
see
she
her.
gonna
The story is over.
what she but what she gonna talk about? That's my
Nothing,
thing. Well,
nothing.
if they keep on saying it because I know she been posting on uh TikTok. She been posting on TikTok. She posted this last thing on TikTok. She said it was a she always like um I think she when some a post she re put the post up and she redid the one this one post not too long ago and it says something about when I be driving and I see my baby daddy blah 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 blah.
Who said that, Miss Dorothy?
Coleslaw.
Oh, shoot.
Coleslaw. She was on TikTok. She redid the a quote. Somebody had put a quote and she put that she said, and there was the girl driving. And she said, when I see my baby daddy, I hit the gas. And the girl
Yeah.
in the video, it going bloom, bloom, bloom. She go like, oh.
Nah,
So
that's
I
what
don't
they get.
think they getting along. I don't think her
Yeah,
and Martell getting along. Cause she
probably.
putting a lot of stuff out there. She putting spiritual stuff, but she only mentioning herself, how she want to, and this allegedly, y'all. I'm just looking at her little TikTok things when she be reposting.
Mm-hmm.
So and when I
Mm-hmm.
see it, I'm like, no, they not getting along. And basically she, trying to say, trying to put spiritual quotes like she want to change her life. But baby, you want to change your life, get off social media.
Mm-hmm. Start there.
And
Miss Maria
start
says
right there.
that same Tide podcast that she did like 2 shows and then put it away. Maria says looks to me like one monkey stopped the show so hard it jackknifed.
Come on, Maria.
I cannot.
That's my
I
girl.
cannot. But you know what? That's what the people get for listening to the people. I keep telling y'all, you need to learn to be a leader instead of a follower. Ice her out. So all y'all gathered up together and you wanted to ice her out and all of that
Yeah,
crazy stuff. Well, now what did
yeah.
y'all think? Did y'all have somebody lined up and qualified, not ready, but qualified to take the position when you iced her out? Looks like not.
Mhm. What y'all did was y'all did something really, really wrong. Like Latisha and your baby daddy or husband or whatever you want to call her, Marcel. Marcel knew how smart Miss Van was. I'ma tell
Hmm.
y'all. See, it ain't just Mel building 7th Avenue, baby.
Hmm.
It's Mel and the real brains, the business lady brains
Hmm.
was Miss Van. See, if
Hmm.
y'all go back, if you go back and y'all listen to the conversation, now we all know Miss Van, only appeared just a few times on, in a lot of seasons, but it was a conversation. And I forgot, I think it was Marceau or Martell had a conversation about Miss Van building up scope. That put me in the mind. I said, I remember them saying that Miss Van built that company up scope. This lady, I say, Mel got the chemist and Mel got her mama, the bigger brain.
Hmm.
Yes, you can't tell. They are unstoppable. They
Hmm.
are unstoppable. Mel and Miss Van is unstoppable.
But you know what, Miss Dorothy? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with her Miss Van wanting her daughter to shine and she being. There's nothing wrong with that because at the end of the day, they're still family and they
You
hanging
know what,
tight.
G Squad? If
Mm-hmm.
it was my mama and
Mm-hmm.
my mama had brains, come on, mama. Let's get this $1 million business going.
Yes.
I sure
Um,
would, yes. See
Miss
what
Sexy
they
Diva
messed
says,
up?
go ahead.
What they messed up at the Latisha and her dumb mama. What Miss Van told her? She said, I don't do ghetto.
I don't do ghetto. Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm like, my mama, my godmama, her name Miss Van. I ain't never met the lady before or nothing.
Mm-hmm. Miss Sexy Diva says Wildebeest mad because Tuna Cat got a BBL. Killboy helped them out, told them to ice out Melody. That part right there. Mhm.
Come on, y'all, with the way I gotta keep these names up going, y'all. I love them, baby.
Now
Big
we got to
Nasty.
worry about who Killboy is filming for because Killboy now says that he's filming. I wants to know, Inquiry Mind wants to know with who, when, and where and how.
Who say they filming?
Killboy, Miss Sexy Diva. I used to say LGB, but she done came through it, and his name is now Killboy.
He ain't film. He filming his. He telling them, y'all make sure y'all get like little footages in y'all phones and stuff, and just in case they pick the show back up,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then we'll have it and we can put it all together. That's
That
what they
part.
doing.
Yeah, Miss Maria
That's
said
what they
that
do.
Sexy Diva, and my look at him sitting around with nothing. I ain't got nothing, nothing going on. I just ain't nothing. Just sad.
And Marcel, you don't even hear from him. I ain't
Not
haven't heard
word.
from him in so many months on social media.
Miss Dorothy, the people where he used to go out there on the spot talking about he building that mansion, the people done caught on to him. Espanol nothing. Who are you? Where you come from? And why you here? He didn't have none of those answers, so that he'd been banned.
Oh,
Don't go back on the property. Don't come back out here on these good premises because we don't know you, sir. You can't be here lying to
oh,
the people, trying to tell the
man.
people this is your house when they said it's a mall.
Oh.
Ooh,
Hey,
Lord, them
hey,
people.
look, Maria and G Squad, them $1 million loans then caught up with them, ain't it?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
it's like Tisha selling her merchandise, rich wife.
What merchandise?
She had a hat. It said rich wife. I guess she's supposed to be selling some merch called Rich Wife. Yeah.
She just
Everything
like
look like she.
She just like Destiny trying to come out with that stuff, ain't going nowhere. Miss
That's
Maria
why I
says, "Hey,
just not saying be quiet.
she says, I'm gonna need 20 of y'all to pop out and tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. Subscribe, support, $ G Strickland 8, super chat, super stickers, and share the video. Join for $2.99. Thanks. Can y'all please hit the like button since you're over here? Thank you. Whew. But no, I ain't seen nothing. Miss Maria says, which rich wife isn't Tuna Cats? It belongs to a clear woman who may shut her down. Now,
We need to get some headset tuna. What y'all call a tuna cat?
Tuna Cat. Her name Tuna Cat.
She
Mm-hmm.
blocked me from she blocked me from our Facebook
Did she block you?
because I kept on sending her like little bitty stuff. I share like mail stuff and I send it to her.
Oh, mm. But you
A
know what?
real winner. This is what a real winner look like.
That part right there. Y'all know what? We don't feel no ways tied behind these folks here because they had 8 seasons riding off of
the,
somebody else's back and they ain't did nothing. It is what it
the way
is.
they did that girl, the way they did Mel. Real talk. And I,
Mm,
and I and I tell everybody in the beginning, let me tell y'all something. I just like humble people. I don't care who you is. Reality is your life. A
mhm,
reality show is your life. Your life is not to go after somebody every time.
mhm,
Every time. And then you lying. Then you
mhm,
sitting there while somebody, what made me so mad with Letitia, when Mel sitting there and explaining herself and she going like, so Tisha, I ever came, and she sat there and did not or nothing, or they cut it, or they cut when Letitia probably said no. See, that's what's wrong with Carlos Wing, because that's what his name, Carlos Wing. That's
oh
what's
my
wrong with
God.
him, because he always editing stuff to make it
Yeah.
look crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's not reality.
Right. But you know what, Miss Dorothy? The only thing that really kind of bothered me, and I know what I'm getting ready to say is not God like y'all. I wanted Mel to drag Tuna Cat for the whole filth that she is. Because throughout this whole entire show and season after season, she always was popping her chop and nothing ain't never happened to her. I wanted Mel to
Nothing.
get rid of her. For real. I'm sorry, not sorry. Mm-mm.
But we could just say, Lord, forgive us.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I said, and I said, Lord, forgive me, but I just had to say it.
Yeah, I'm
If
serious.
it's mean, I'm sorry. If it's mean, I'm sorry, but I just want to speak the truth.
But you know what, Miss Dorothy, I'm trying to work on myself. I really am. I'm
Me
coming
too.
a long way.
Me too, G.
But just like she came to Mel and she made that phone call to Mel and she said to her she had something to talk to her about and begged her not to tell nobody, regardless of how bad they treated her and what they did and how they said, talked about her and her kids. Mel still never said anything.
Not a word. Didn't
She
say
didn't
not
say
a word.
nothing. Mm-mm.
But then you sat there and you called Destiny and you lied to Destiny, to
Mm-hmm.
be honest with you. Because when Kimmy said, how you know? How you know you wasn't even there? And I
Miss
believe, go ahead, Maria. I mean,
Miss
look at me, Maria. Lord have
Miss
mercy.
Stacey Diva, I cannot with you. She said, Miss Stacey Diva said that clear lady shut that down real quick. She's not the rich wife. She's the rich wife, not Tuna Cat jealous black ass. Miss Stacey Diva, I cannot with you. Miss Maria to my sorry, not
Y'all, the tuna cake, I love it, y'all. I love it. I could just see Tisha when I see her on the TV. It's some smell on her.
mm,
You know how you
mm.
look at people like, you know what, she look like she stank.
Uh-huh. I know she probably be saying, who they calling Tuna Cat? I know they ain't calling me no Tuna Cat. Girl, if you go back to that there, when y'all went to St. Thomas, the bugs won't bother nobody but you were the one fan and something ain't right over there, girl, over there. I'm just saying.
And what I didn't understand is why Mel had to give y'all a special room because y'all OGs. I,
Yeah.
I, don't, I didn't care if y'all was no OGs. Y'all ain't my friends.
That's
This work.
right. Mm-hmm.
And
You
then,
tell
but
me
y'all should
something.
be grateful that y'all going.
Mm-hmm. Miss Maria said her mammy said she stank.
And if
Oh
a
my
man,
God.
if a mammy says she stank for
She
real.
stank. She stank, Miss
If
Dorothy.
your
You right
mama
about that?
said.
She stank, stank. Mm-hmm.
So
That part.
y'all gave her a good name, Tuna Cat.
But you know
I'm
what
gonna
we
say
said?
it in my country voice, Tuna Cat.
Tuna cat.
That
Tuna.
girl got that Tuna Cat.
But you know what, Miss Dorothy, and y'all up in here, y'all please make sure y'all hit that like. But sometimes it can look like people can make you think that they on your side. And
Mm-hmm.
the whole entire time, while you thinking that said people is on your side, they setting you up.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you just
Yes.
don't see it. You
Don't
just
see it.
don't see it. I Miss Sexy says, y'all wildebeest coming for us next, y'all.
Tell her come on, cause
We
I've been waiting
ready.
on Wildebeest.
Tell wildebeest she ain't like us. They not like us. Tell
Tell
her
her
we
come on.
ready.
I thought in that and I bought two T-shirts from Mel. I bought the God over money. I love that. I love it, love it, love
Yes.
it. And I
That's a
bought
that's
the
a powerful shirt
they
all
not
by
like us.
itself. That shirt is
Yeah.
powerful by itself.
God over money. Oh
Yes.
yes, yeah. I can't wait till the summer to wear masks because I had to get to fill up the material. The material is on point. My husband just he washed it. I said, did it shrink? We taking
Mm-hmm.
it through the test.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, baby, it did not shrink at all. Letters
Good
didn't fade or
quality.
nothing. Good quality.
Quality
I get
over
her.
quantity. They don't know the difference. They don't know. The people
Yeah.
don't know the difference. Miss Maria says when they went to Vegas on the girls' trip, tuna cat and side hen, not the side hen. Lord, she done called the girl side hen. Gave Mel a walking closet with a twin bed and cackled about it. Who they think forgot? That part right
And
there.
she had to share a room with Dusty Dan, Sour Cat, whatever y'all want to call it.
Miss Candy says Aunt needs to hear the recording to remind herself of what she said. I don't think she wants to hear that recording, Miss Candy, because she said that was a private conversation amongst the two of them. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm.
But Mel,
You
you
know
keep
what?
on striving. I think they were saying like the production paid for their trip and stuff like that. Mel paid for that trip. Mel showed y'all she paid for that trip. She turned around and went right back with her kids.
But Miss Dorothy, when they was introduced by when Miss Sexy Diva, what did name be Miss Sexy Diva? What Martell name? It ain't Martell. Funky Feet. When Funky Feet introduced said wife to these here folks, didn't they know she had it going on? Just like
Mhm.
that. Don't they remember when they went to that said house and had that massage on the back porch? She was popping like that then. What's wrong with these
I
people?
know. I know, G Squad. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Miss
She
Rabbit.
had it.
She says that G Squad is chat. She said, hello, hey, Miss Rabbit's running. Welcome. Happy Monday to you.
Hey,
It's slow.
yeah, Mel, I tip my hat off to her. Miss Snow, whatever her name is, Letitia Mama. Uh, her she can give it up. She studied trying to get some money. She studied telling people, y'all come over to my channel. Come over to my
Mhm,
channel. Ain't
mhm.
nobody gonna come over to your channel just to hear you go line, and then you want somebody. Y'all wait till next week, and ain't nobody got time for all that. Ain't nobody
Hmm.
got time for all that because you don't even know what you. At the end of the day, she talking about it's invasive. Okay, it's invasive where the place is, but where is what's the address? You want everybody to come?
She ain't gave now. She have not gave out the address yet. Miss Maria says
It's
that
just like
Rabbit.
it's just like her daughter with that expo.
Yeah, yeah. She says, "How you been, friend?" And then on the expo, somebody had told her last night about her earrings or something that she had on, and she said she got it from the a poll that Tuna Cat was supposed to be saying that she was putting on the expo on the 29th of last month. Tuna Mama came out and said that she had got it from a booth there. You know, they always had a booth at that said expo. So that part right there.
Letitia was in the expo. She paid for our area. That's
Yeah,
what she did. And she tried to promote that crap she had.
yeah. So I mean, just why you just can't say that? Ain't nothing wrong with just saying what you do.
Right.
Now you ain't doing nothing.
They trying to be something that they are not. Y'all trying to impress us and y'all can't impress us because first of all, your mother being very ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
y'all trying to impress the audience. Y'all not impressing us because it's in all y'all ain't got nothing to impress us with no more.
Right. But you know what? They trying to figure it out. All those people came up against that one little person. All of those people came up against that one little bitty person all by herself. I guess they said it looked like she by herself. Let's go at her. But they forgot she had Big God up there on her side. Can't touch
Hmm.
her.
Hmm.
Can't touch her.
Can't touch
Mm-mm.
it, not at all. Not
Still
at all.
trying to figure it out. They don't understand why
You better
nobody could bring her down. We all
prepare.
tried.
I will prepare a place before my enemies.
That part right there. When Maria says, in real life, Tuna Cat didn't give the ex a pose. She participated in someone else. Child, the lies. Sexy
She
Diva said,
participated
drive
with
Vito.
someone else.
Sexy says, drive Vito and Tuna Cat been jealous of the queen since day one. Say it again. Say it
They
again.
have. They
Miss
have.
Sexy, I don't like dry Vito. I like where you said side hen. I think you called her a side. I like the side hen better.
Sad hen. The
Oh
sad
God.
yeah. Galahito.
The
I
side
just
hen been
and
go ahead.
her, Maurice know it's over. That's why you ain't heard nothing from them.
Nothing at all. They ain't trying to promote nothing. Our sexy said trying to do everything Melody do, like fans going really fly to Alabama for a birthday party. I wish like the blankety blank we would. That ain't happening. I added some, y'all. I be adding some stuff. I'm sorry.
That's why I say ain't nobody coming to her. Not I ain't said boots on the ground. I say ASS on the ground. Ain't nobody coming to that.
She is out here
And,
promoting, y'all. She is promoting her event that's about to come up. Yeah, she is promoting it. That part right
don't
there.
nobody know her like that. That's them. She talking about something embarrassing. You do she mean across the railroad tracks?
Girl, I don't know. I
That
don't know.
that
But
part.
yeah,
Embarrassing.
she
Y'all gonna come on and bash them. Ain't nobody coming in the ghetto, girl.
Miss Maria says nobody interested in that Bessemer Hillbilly hoedown. That
I'm
part.
telling you.
But they
I come
problem
over
is
that's why I say nobody
her
coming
and
over
her
across the
mom
track.
and side hen, they all been jealous of Mel ever since they was introduced to that
Yeah,
young lady.
yes they
She was
would.
younger than they was. She was smarter than they was. They tried to outsmart her, couldn't outsmart her. Side hen said, she's a wordsmith. Well, duh. Who you thought you were playing with, girl? You thought you were gonna try to get one up on her? Didn't work. They knew Tisha couldn't get that. Tuna Cat couldn't get one up on her, so they tried to get you to get one up on her. You didn't pass that test either. Mm-mm.
I think Tona Cat, I think she blocked me. I think I said two things wrong to her because I think she set up, she took a picture she took a picture like she was in the office and she had on these red bottoms. I don't know if y'all seen it. And at the bottom of her red bottoms it was scraped up so bad. So bad. I'm
Mm.
like, yeah, and so I said, first of all, when you have to polish yourself up, ma'am. When you want to take a professional picture, you got to make sure your red bottoms are red.
Yeah.
That means that if you and no shade because I'm gonna say my daughter because I looked at my daughter red bottom shoes, and I have worn my daughter red bottom shoes. I'm waiting on her to pass them to me because my feet ain't gonna grow no more. But
Mhm.
my daughter, when her husband first bought the shoes, the man asked him, did he want another a coat over the red bottom. So as she walk in them, the red was still it'd be some, over it.
Mhm.
So I said, and I so I told her, I said it don't look professional at all. I said, you need to go buy some more red bottoms. If you're gonna take a professional picture, you gotta be polished from head to toe. The red bottom's not doing it.
Mm.
They straight up. So
Miss
after that,
Marie said, "But where's the lie at, Dorothy?"
huh? What
Miss
Maria
Marie said,
say?
"Where's the lie at?"
What she lied at?
Yeah, I think she talking about tuna cat shoes.
Not well. The red bottoms. I was telling what she looked like with them. And I think she blocked me. She get
Mm.
rid of me.
Yeah, that she don't want you to, you know,
I
it
try
has
to follow
to.
them on. I try to follow them on everything, and every time I do, I send something, a quote that's talking about something out the Bible. I send it to them because y'all
But
was
you know
very
what?
nice.
She tried to promote her kids and stuff. That little girl, she might be all in, but that oldest child and that son, they are not. Male kids, he- some people are just naturally, y'all. That's just it. That's all. Male kids, them got up there on that TV screen. They were just being themselves. Now here you go trying to force your kids into doing something that they don't want to do. That's not
They
gonna
don't
work.
want to do. You can
Miss
tell the kids.
Maria,
You can tell them kids don't want to do it either.
right. Miss Maria says, no, I'm saying she blocked you, but where's the lie? You told her the truth and she mad. She said you were telling her the truth, Miss Dorothy. That's why she blocked you. She got mad at you.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm gonna catch her again. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
catch her again. That's all right. But
Nah.
that's right, them kids. And then when I'm gonna tell you when that son had a foul mouth when he sat at that dinner table. I forgot what season it was, and I don't know if he told it to his mom or his daddy. He told him if you was my husband or if you my wife, you wouldn't talk to. I wouldn't let you talk to. You wouldn't talk to me that way or something. I
Mm-hmm.
think he talked to his
Mm-hmm.
dad.
Yeah, he was talking to
I
Marcel.
think he was talking to his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, baby, you ain't finna talk. Well, my parents, you weren't gonna talk to them like that. But then
But you
for to
know,
get your kid on the TV and he said something like that, I'm like, these kids ain't got two time.
But you know what? It's
They
sad
ain't.
that went out there, that girl that went out there to them banks and borrowed over $800,000 plus the interest tacked on it to it right about now. And you depending on a show that could have ended at any time, any given time. And you walking around up there on the reunion talking about everybody's millionaires. Millionaires by what default? I mean, you borrowed money to become close to a millionaire. Now you gotta pay it back. You ain't got no job.
That's
What
not
you gonna do?
G Squad. A millionaire status is the money belongs to you, not the
Yeah,
bank.
right.
When she kept on talking about how rich she was actually really making me mad by saying it because I kept saying, you ain't rich, girl. You got loans. That don't make you rich.
Right, right.
You gotta pay that. You borrow somebody else's money. You did not earn that money.
And then you didn't use somebody else's money like you supposed to use it, and now you in a mess. No, I don't want it like that. Mm-mm.
You
Maria
ain't.
said the monster almost passed out again. Where's the lie? I cannot with her. I don't know.
That's right, Maria. Right? What is the landlord? I promise you, when he was driving in that car, I bet she had a dash camera on his car.
Probably so. And her mama said last night that she got plenty of money. She need to stop saying that. Stop saying that girl got plenty of money. She don't have plenty of money. She
She
trying to
don't.
get by. She can't sleep right now because she's trying to figure out how am I gonna pay back this money? Where's
When
Martha?
when she got on that talking about all the mothers, I said, girl, is you just making yourself look more bad and terrible and terrible? It's so many mothers out here because I was a single mom and I did it all. Yes, I did. So that part right there, what she talking about, and you got they daddy in the house, though you sound real crazy right now.
Yeah.
Because you got two parents in the house and you having it hard like you is, something wrong with. Don't blame it on the single mom. Because
Mm-hmm.
I took offense to that. Don't blame it on the single moms because you and your husband can't get it together.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. Isaiah Thomas, the basketball player. And I used to follow him. I had his number as a kid and everything. I met his mother. His mother used to work here in Chicago at Manley High School. You talking about a kid was excited? I was so excited just to meet his mom. Guess what? She
Hmm.
was a single mom.
Wow.
Guess what? Her son played NBA for the Pistons.
Mm.
She was a thing. So when she got her stanky cat, sour cat, rotten cat, smelly cat, tuna cat, I was trying to get it. I was trying to get it till I got to the right one. When
Mm-hmm.
you get up there and holler about what she say, and if y'all talking about y'all can do it, y'all lying.
Uh-huh.
No, baby, you lying, and you with your husband.
Mm-hmm.
So we as single moms, it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen.
You know what? She trying to make her husband be something that he don't want to be, and that's her husband. That's why it ain't working. That dude don't want that girl.
Mm-mm. No, he don't want her. He's somewhere sipping on some Tennessee whiskey and a cigar.
Yeah, I don't
He probably got some corn whiskey. He can't even do the Tennessee. He probably made his own liquor.
probably so. Miss Sexy says I tried to watch that wildebeest this morning. She messed up all hope when she invited Killboy to the food truck event. It's all over her two front row faces last night. Girl, she had some rolls up there last night. Now she had the rolls. Now God knows she did.
Oh my goodness.
That's what they get though. You know, all of that stuff it
Mhm.
backfired. It
Yep.
really did.
And that's so and they trying to blame everybody but themselves.
Hmm. Now they can
And the
sit back
boy,
and watch God prepare that table before then. That part
yep,
right there.
yep. This last season, they tried to make Mel look crazy and it backfired because y'all looked it crazy to me. Even
Mm-hmm.
at the reunion, y'all was trying to like Dusty Dan. What y'all call her? Not Dusty Dan. D Nasty.
Nasty.
Like D Nasty. Because you said that, Mel took that and what you said and she just dusted off her shoulder. She said,
Mm-hmm.
baby, what you talking about, baby? Because I don't recollect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Standing with a straight face, head up, shoulders up, everything.
You
Baby,
know what?
you ain't gonna get me out of this lady like character with you. Cause
Right,
that's
but
what
you
you
know what, Miss Dorothy? All of these people feeling this hurt. They nerves is tore all to pieces
yeah.
because they chose the wrong side just to have a few minutes on the TV show. Do you think I would have actually risked a good friendship with somebody for a moment on the darn TV? I hope Nell ain't turned into a show enough alcoholic at this point. Cause Mel said, "Done. You up there call yourself trying to what you wanted to be a mentor to somebody, and your husband out there introducing said my husband to other females. Where they do that at?" Nah,
I
y'all.
kind of I'm gonna tell you something, G Spot. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of felt a little bad, a little sad for me, for Nell, a little bit. But every time I felt a little sorry for us, like she was just trying to be nasty. And I'm like, this TV show now. I said this TV show finna make her lose the best friend she ever had in her life.
Mm-hmm. See, I
It
lost
was gonna
respect for
piss
her when
her off.
she got to talking about at the St. Thomas the millimeters. Oh, I lost it right there. That was it for me. I was like, mm-mm.
Y'all let people that y'all don't. This is the thing. Y'all on the reality, it's just like every reality show. When you become, stop saying y'all celebrities. Y'all ain't celebrities because y'all not built for it.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all was built for it, they talk about Beyonce. Look how big she is. They talk about what's the biggest. They talk about Denzel Washington. They talked about if you are in a public eye, people are going to try to dig stuff in, about your whole life. Because
Yep.
they gonna try to dig and see the littlest thing you done in your life. The thing is, one thing I learned about with Candy Burn, she said you got to bring it to the forefront first before they do.
Mm-hmm.
And she said when you bring it to the forefront and explain your and give your own story, she said, "Can't nobody tell my story but me."
Right, right. That's true. Miss Maria says Tuna Cat just can't admit failure. She online complaining about being tired, overwhelmed. Hundreds of thousands of single women raise their children, full-time job, go to school, cook, clean, all of the above, all
Yes,
of that.
yes, I was one of them, Maria. I was one of them. I didn't go to school, but I held down a full-time job. I just I took like I took like the after school programs for my kids, and when my kids had activities and stuff like that, I measured them up to the time I had to go to work and the time they had to go to school, and stuff. And second of all, it take a village too. You know what I'm saying? So I did have some more single moms. Kids went to the same school my kids went to. And if I had to be at work earlier, I could have dropped them off at their house and all the kids walked to school together. You have to kind of think of stuff, you know what I'm saying? To get
Mm-hmm.
back, being a single mom instead of being stressed out. You want your kids, go ahead, G Swab.
Go ahead.
She want her kids to be, I have to put them in
More
this activity. I have to put them in this activity. Y'all trying to catch up with somebody that she all the way up the road with her and
Mm-hmm.
her nutty. They
Mm-hmm.
all the way up the road. Y'all was so busy trying to talk about some hair. Is y'all serious?
Yeah.
I didn't have when I was a kid, I ain't had none.
Right.
None.
Mm-hmm. Miss
And so
Stacey D
what that
says,
make?
she said, I seen BBL nail bad bonus from jump. She wanted to be the star and her and cheating Chris. Yeah, that part right there. But as far as Tisha goes, y'all, you learn how to multitask. You know what
Mm-hmm.
you got to do on
Yeah.
a daily basis. Don't depend on nobody else to do it for you. You
Yep.
got to do it for yourself. You can go to work and work an 8 or 12 hour shift, but you have things lined up the next at that night. Sometimes it might not take a lot of sleep for you. Let me get these sandwiches packed up, put them in the refrigerator. Let me do this. You organize, get it in or get it organized, and I promise you, it'll fall in line. It'll become,
Yes, it
and it's
will.
not so overwhelming to you then. But no, you can't
Yes,
tell
it will.
Tuna Cat nothing. Hey, Miss Denise. Hey, girl. Hey. She says hello, everyone in the chat.
Hey, with the tunicate, y'all, is killing me. I'm telling you, I got a joy in my stomach. And let me tell you something, Jesus, why tunicate talking about something, I can't do it. I thought you was a boss, baby. Because if you was a boss, you didn't have to get no nanny or anything. You
That
can you
part.
can manage you can manage your own schedule because you got people working for you if you was a boss.
That part. But check this out, Miss Dorothy. Mel, they counted her out because she had three small kids. Nobody was a teenager when all of this stuff took place. Nobody. Then on top of that, she had a little bitty baby. Her name we
Yeah,
call her Sugar Mama. They counted her
the
out. She got
sugar.
1, 2, 3, 4 small kids. How is she gonna maintain and do all of this?
They
With
did count her
God,
out.
all things are possible, honey. I keep
Yeah.
telling you, you better learn to put God first.
They
Maria
did
says,
count her out.
she says, I was done with Nell after the Houston trip. Mel asked her and Chris face not to pair her with Nard. And what did she do? She paired her with Nard. Maria says that Denise, hey girl, hey, how are you feeling? Yeah. So when you catch people whining and complaining like that, don't even feel sorry for them because they got to get their business organized. Here go Mel running a whole business. She got a whole team. She got to look out for them. She got baseball games, tennis. She got this going on. She got that going on. And the girl still look like she don't get tired. Make it make
Mhm.
sense. They can't
Look,
figure
look,
it out.
look, G Squad. When she took her kids on vacation, baby,
Yeah,
her team was on TikTok. Her team was on TikTok. Her
making that money.
employees making her money, baby. That's a boss move.
Yep. You go
That's a
on and take
boss
the
move.
kids to the vacation. Y'all go on, you and the family and enjoy. We got this. And you know
We
why they
got
got
this.
that? Because they was trained and they know how to do it. So she, of
Yep.
course, can go off. Now, there ain't nothing no better than be able to go and take a vacation and ain't got to worry about said business when you get back.
And the thing is, she got all the people, like she said, my circle small. All of them,
Mm-hmm.
she trusts.
Mm-hmm.
She trusts.
Mm-hmm.
She trusts. So I'm glad she got loving people around her, you
Ooh,
know.
that part right there. Yes,
Yep,
absolutely.
yep. And that's the part that they mad at because everybody is shysting them. They
Mm-hmm.
getting shysted.
You know what? She said her kids is what is they 12? What is it? No, is it 13, 12, 9,
13.
or 5? I think
Uh-huh.
it's
Cause
something
I
like
said,
that. Sugar mama ain't finna let them leave her house. Sugar mama be like, what can I do? Y'all
show,
ain't finna
show.
do nothing on me. I'm over here. What y'all got for me to
Mhm.
do? I said, look at that baby. Miss Maria says Tuna Cat's children are what, 9 to 17? Why they not doing chores? But beyond that, she ain't punching no clock. Why can't she get her home in because she was waiting on that mansion, Miss Maria. If let's say
I did,
hypothetically, if
Miss
that was
Maria,
a
I
man.
didn't get it either. I didn't get it either. I'm like, she ain't got no look. When she was doing all that fussing, I'm saying to my man, I'm like, she ain't got no little bitty babies.
Right,
These some,
right.
these some nice little kids can learn how to clean their room by themselves. Go in there, wash them dishes, boo boo.
Yes,
Yeah, wash
yes.
that towel. You
But y'all
gotta
know what
teach them.
ever since that show been on, Tisha been hanging her pocketbook and drawers on the doorknob, just as nasty as can be. I wouldn't even let nobody come in my bedroom filming me like that. What? Lord have mercy. Ugh.
She remind me of one of my aunties. We used to hate one of our house. I told my mom, I said, please never send us back over there because we slept on a pile of clothes.
Mm.
My auntie was a hoarder.
Yeah, she be looking for Martha all times of the night. Why you up checking for him? How about you clean while your kids is at sleep? And then when they
See,
wake up the
yeah,
next morning, they want breakfast. They at the breakfast table. Clean up your spot before you move. You getting ready? You finished? Clean it up. Taste them.
I think Latisha got on there just lying, and she tried to cause your kids is too big for you to sit here and I gotta do this and I got they not little kids no, they kids, they little, they not babies, like 3 and 4 and 5 years old,
Hmm.
and they big enough to know how to tie their shoe. As they growing, Letitia, you got to start teaching them so they'll learn how to wipe a dish or clean up after themselves. That's what I thought we supposed to do as parents.
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Supposed to.
promise. Yeah, I
She too
promise.
busy trying to keep up with Mars, so that's how come that girl mind ain't straight, and she worried about where he at and who he with. He don't want you, and that's okay. People have to realize, y'all. Let me talk to y'all for a minute. People got to realize everything together. God didn't put you with that said person, and you gonna have to sometimes figure out how to get yourself out of that situation that you put yourself into.
Yeah, sure enough.
Stop playing
Sure
and
enough.
having a pity party for yourself.
She
You
want
can't
she
let
want the
nobody
world.
walk through
Yep, she want the world to feel sorry for her G squad. I
what
don't.
the world don't. They
I
just don't.
don't.
For what?
And
And
then
this is,
you and the wildebeest constantly getting on here. She makes to me, she a piece of y'all. And every time we see her, I try not to even look at her. For real.
mm-hmm,
I don't listen to her. I don't go on, I don't even go over there to listen. I go on anybody else page when they talk about what she said and all that. I'm not giving her the time of day.
mm-hmm. But you know
For real,
what? In the
because she
midst of
talk
all of
all
that,
that smack.
yeah,
She
but you know
talk
what,
all
Miss
that
Van,
smack.
she talked all of that smack, but she was talking that smack because she wanted Miss Van to come out, and she have said that so many times. She said it ain't Mel. She said it was Mel Mama that she wanted, but Miss Van gave her dust. She said she don't do ghetto, and that's what she meant.
She
Stand by
don't do
what you
ghetto.
said.
She don't do ghetto.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
she and my godmama still don't do ghetto. And if I even hear about you running up on her, showing up, this is a promise. I have people in Alabama, a lot of them. So she always talking about she from the country, baby. A lot of people here in the city are from the country. Old school. They from the South. They
Mm-hmm.
still have people in the South. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm like, she need to be mindful when she's sitting up there throwing threats and all that. Y'all come to Bama, baby. You
Yeah,
don't know who nobody knows. Stop
yeah,
doing that.
absolutely. She said that last night too. Come to my town, my city, or whatever she said. I'm in Texas. Says Tuna Cat got a young adult son, a teenager daughter, and a 10-year-old daughter. So bye, Tuna Cat. Nobody can have no pity party for that girl. If she ain't taught these kids nothing now, that's on her. It is what it is.
Talking about G Squad, like, you ain't taught them kids. Eh.
Don't look like it. And it looked like
Mm-mm.
that oldest little girl go back at her though. She would have one good time, and I promise y'all, she might be picking a lip or teeth up off the floor. Cause I'll say it again. Say it one more time. Now go do what I said do. Sometimes you gotta teach them.
They couldn't live in my household.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. They wouldn't
Mm-mm.
make it one day. They'll call their parents like, could you y'all please come and get us like right now?
Mm.
For real.
That part right there. You know.
My kids, and you know what? I tell people, I say I raised my kids like my parents raised me. I didn't know no other way. I didn't know no
Mm-hmm.
other way. So that's how I raised my kids. What I got a whooping with, that's what I whoop ass with. They
Mm-hmm.
still alive. They still alive.
Still
But I
alive.
told I told my kids, y'all be careful now hitting my grandkids now.
Mm-hmm.
Just I tell them don't hit them in front of me. Please don't.
Mm.
Don't hit. I can't. I don't hit my grandkids in front of me. Now I understand the grandmother role, how the grandmama feel about her grandkids now. Because I used to be like, "Ooh, that child out there, tear that child up."
Mm.
But one of my grandkids to be disrespectful, I'm coming down south. I'm coming from down south. They already know.
Mm.
Mm, that's just how I was raised. I don't know no other way, G Squad.
I know that's the truth.
I don't know no other way. But to not teach your kids to pick up after themselves and you getting on social media talking about you doing everything and you gotta do this and you gotta take them here. Your 17-year-old, he have driver's ed when he was in high school. I'm just saying.
I don't know what he had, but that's what she get whenever she had that said side chick to get online with her Martha, and she know that girl was lying, she was lying, Martha, all of them was up there lying. That's what she get. Ain't nobody studying that mess that girl talking about. Miss Denise
I'm
says
telling
those kids are doing what they see their daddy doing. That part right there.
Yep,
She
yep,
also said
that part.
Martha
That
don't
part.
respect Keisha and her kids either. That part.
That part. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
No, she's so busy trying to force him. She ain't even teaching. She's not even a role model for her daughters. She teaching her daughters this is how a man's supposed to treat you. And but y'all trying to be mad at Mel because she wanted to do better and show her kids there's a better way. You don't have to tolerate this crap.
Do y'all think the kids still talk to each other?
Who Tuna Cat them kids?
Tuna Cat kids and the Nuggets, the
Probably
Turkeys
not
Nuggets.
at this point. Uh. Mel and her kids done moved on. For what?
But I seen Mel Kid. I think Mariah. Mariah's the oldest, right? Because why they
Mm-hmm.
all got M's. I be like Mariah, Milani, and Malia.
Mm-hmm.
But Mel threw one of them a party, and she had a lot of her friends over. It was so cute
Yeah. So see,
just to see her and her friends.
you
Yeah,
answered
just
your
to
own
see her.
question. A tuna cat child won't there. Miss Sexy
No,
says Lord, she done gave him another night. Marto and Tuna Cat claimed they brought MJ a car a couple seasons ago for the show. Yeah, that white BMW, where is it at? I ain't seen it
where is
since.
that?
In my Moses voice,
Because
we ain't seen it since.
and that's the thing, because if they bought him a white BMW, why is she talking about, well, I gotta take them this, I gotta take them there. If your
Mm-hmm.
son got a car, baby, he can be riding your girls around and everything, taking some load off of you. You get on here,
Mm-hmm.
you wanted us to respond to you to make. But when you got to that part, talking about something, and what she said, the if any woman talking about something, it can be done. She a lie. When she got to that part with her sour body butt, I want to say the other word, but I can't.
I Miss Marie, I don't see no Cheryl, but Miss Cheryl, hey and welcome. I didn't see her, but anyway. But yeah, ain't nobody feeling sorry for them little people, y'all. They just like Martell, they all wish that they wish to God that they could get another chance. Lord, if you would just touch her heart and let her give us another chance, I promise you, God,
Mel
we
said,
will listen and we will do better.
when Mel say, I ain't checking for this,
She ain't
I knew she
checking.
was out.
She said the
And
deuces
she
to the
said that,
deuces.
and she said that in the beginning when she just was done with it. She
Mm-hmm.
stood on that boat. She had that black fur on.
Mm-hmm.
And I kid you not, I don't mean no harm, ladies, but I felt her pain that day
Mm-hmm.
on that TV. I cried for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she held a lot of tears back. And if y'all look at Mel, then Mel was getting small. She
Mm-hmm.
was so tiny. Mel say, that I'm not checking for. And when she said that I'm not checking for, Mel was out.
She was done then.
She was done. Ain't it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't no coming back. She wasn't coming back. She was done.
Mm-hmm.
She was done.
And
And
you
then
know
she
what?
still tried to be his friend
Yeah, but you
and
know what
help
now,
him.
Miss Denise? She had put them all on the block list. They can't reach out to her if they wanted to. You know
No,
that
ma'am.
last one TikTok she had, they said Nell was trying to reach out to her. She paid her dust. You know, she done, like you said, she's not checking for those people no more. She
That she
done
ain't checking for.
tried it, it didn't work. So bye. Go find y'all somebody else. She good.
Yeah, they said, and I heard Mel kept on saying, and I wonder because Mel ain't never said it that much. Mel say, it's time for me to start blocking people.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, what's going on, girlfriend? What we gotta do?
But you
When
know
just
what?
time me to start blocking people. She said, too many ignorant people getting on here. I can block, block, block. That's what you do, baby. You ain't gotta see it.
But two people just take your kindness for your weakness sometimes. That's the most untrue statement I ever seen in my life. Just because somebody try to be nice and kind to you, and or even want to help you or whatever, don't think that that person is weak. Don't do that. Maria says in season 1 and 2, I worried Mel was ill because she was so thin. She was. She was.
Yep, yes, yes. I
Mhm.
go back and I look at it and I said, man, she was going through. She was
Yeah.
really going.
But you know what, Miss Dorothy, the way Sonny talked about that reunion that we really didn't see the real reunion. If they was going at her like that, all of that stuff is nothing but like kind of like, well, not kind of. Those people was really re-traumatizing her. I don't blame her. I wouldn't have signed another dang on contract with them folks dealing with those people. So the healing process is not a day, a minute, a second, and none of that. Our healing process can be years. So she's
Mm-hmm.
smiling, she happy, she on top of the world, she running her business, but at the same time, people need to keep in mind she's still healing. We only saw a little bit of what that I can't even call his name, Funky Feet or whatever sexy people call it. We only saw a little bit of what Funky Feet were doing to her. We don't know all of that.
That's all right. But you know what I said to G Squad?
Hmm.
God kept God kept the whole armor of God on Mel. Mel had to go
Hmm.
through that.
Hmm. She
Mel
did.
had to go through that.
Yeah,
That's
and that's
she
true.
had to go through it. She
You
had to go through it.
Yeah, and see that's what it say. Thank God for the good and the bad, because
Yeah.
He gives His toughest battles to His strongest one. He
His
knew she would come
strongest.
up on
To
top.
his strongest. Yep. To his
He knew
strongest.
that.
Yep. That's why I say I love her spirituality.
Hmm.
So
It's a true
a lot
statement.
of women, it's not
Ain't
in her business. Her
that,
business is her business and how she grown her business, but she grew that business through God, through the Spirit of
hmm.
God.
Hmm.
That's what I look
Mm-hmm.
at with Mel. It ain't got nothing to do with Mel as a person. No, I love
Right.
her spirituality, how she trusts God, how she step out on faith. She put God first. God over money, baby. Even her kids,
Mm-hmm.
they know how to speak it into existence. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Come on. She
Mm-hmm.
said, my babies, they know everything. To God be the glory. Thank you, Lord, for not even breaking them babies. Thanking you, Lord, that they friends understand them. Cause when I
Mm-hmm.
seen Mariah in her little group with her little friends, they was having a ball just to see the smile and happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And then you turn around and
Mm-hmm.
they put Letitia kids on TV,
Oh
baby.
God. You see how all of them try to scandalize her name and do all kinds of stuff. Mel stood still and said, "I know that He is God. God is fighting that battle. She don't have to say nothing,
Baby,
regardless.
baby.
She don't have to open her
Uh,
mouth to say one word." Miss Candace
not
says,
a
"Mel
girl.
got tired of being tired, and she chucked the deuces. She tried longer than most, but it did not fill her
Yep.
cup. She is doing marvelously without any of them." Say it again, Miss Candy down
Yes. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes.
there.
Yes.
And it's all
Mm,
been a teaching moment. You know, a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say, she's much younger than I am. I'm old enough to be her mom. I am. A lot of people say that same thing, but I myself can say that I've learned a whole lot.
yeah.
One of the most important things that I've learned is running off of emotions or trying to convince and all that. No, ain't nobody doing all that. Do what you do. Do what you do. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I'm older than Mel. I'm older than Mel, and a lot of her spiritual journey that I've seen taught me a lot too. See, you never
Hmm.
know who God will bring before you. They can be young, old, it doesn't matter. We have to pay attention to the message that he's sending through people to give to us.
Hmm. Hmm.
And Mel just one of those people, to lift people's spirit up and to let them know, like Mel said, it is a God. God said, go, go. Don't stop,
Hmm.
go. She
Hmm.
telling us, God said, go. I ain't telling y'all to go. Ain't got nothing to do with this show right here. He
Hmm.
telling me to tell y'all to do this. So I love it. That's the part that
Hmm.
I love. That's
Hmm.
the part.
Hey, Miss
Ain't
Cheryl,
got
she says yes, amen. Hey, and welcome. Happy Monday to you. Thank you for joining the live. Greatly appreciate you today. But yeah, you learn something new every day. A lot of people may not believe that, but that is a true statement. And I love her spirit. Thank God what the saying is, I don't look like what I've been through. God
I look
knows
like what I
today.
said, bro.
She do
Ooh.
not, y'all. She came out of that thing untouched.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I say it ain't got nothing to do with her business. I think
Hmm.
Stormy, she focused on how many numbers Mel got. You focusing on her business. You not focusing on the person's baby, and you not putting your main focus on God. That's creating
She's
what you doing.
she's for quantity, not quality.
Come on, said G Squad. Yes, yes, yes. All the other ones, they focusing on other things. Y'all not focusing on the message that she trying to show y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It said God said go. God said go. Y'all still standing still. Y'all worry about what I'm doing, and I'm all the way up here. Because he told me to go. I'm going. See y'all later.
Mm-hmm. But could you think of how these people are thinking today? We all gathered and came against one, and now we ain't got no job, y'all.
No. Oh, we.
Y'all, we ain't got no job. What were we thinking about?
Hmm, hmm.
That's some dumb people.
They was dumb, but they were so dumb all the way to the last episode came on. They all them looked stupid taking that one picture.
It was like nobody in that group was like, wait a minute, wait, y'all. Who gonna take that spot if we do this? Who gonna fill in? Who ready for that? Because the fan base, who got her fan base? Who's even
Right.
who's close to her fan base? Is anybody the people ain't thought about nothing. They were just out there doing. Now they can't do nothing. Dummies.
They was so. they were so stupid with the G Squad. It's so crazy because it was like her fan base could have been liking y'all too. Y'all, cause I just don't only like male. You know what I'm saying? I go over to other reality shows, know, like Candy. I like her, you know. I like Kenya too. I like Kenya. I don't know
Yeah.
what people like you like Kenya, but I do. I do. I like Kenya. I do. I like Cynthia. I like Mimi. You know, but you know, you gotta watch Nene, but I like her. I like her, you know, and stuff. So, you know, you just gotta give people, you know, you can like and Nene and Candy is from that Atlanta housewife. Both of them, Cynthia, all of them is from Atlanta. But I like all of them and I follow all of them.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
were so greedy over there. They all them. Let me take her spot. Let me take her spot. And they'll say, "Dad, all of us can eat. Y'all ain't trying to see it that way. I'm trying to
That is
show
so
y'all
true.
all of us can eat."
And that is so true. That don't only say what Mel was saying about the TV show. That includes the YouTube street too. You know, some people might climb a little bit faster than others. Some people have been on longer than others, but everybody can eat. Just do what
Everybody
you're
can
supposed
eat.
to do
Yeah,
and let the rest be. Miss Maria said they
yeah,
would not accept responsibility for what they did. They have watched Mel and figured it was easy sight. Miss Sexy says they need to thank Killboy for his help. He started with Kiki, then Ice
yeah,
Melody out.
yeah,
He said,
yeah.
yes. Miss Paris says, I am not watching anything CK has his hand in. But I'm telling y'all, to me, it looked like Killboy set all of them up and they fell for the okie doke.
Yes, they did. Yes,
They
they
fell
did.
for it.
To me, it seemed like why he trying his hardest to get back over on Bravo. I don't understand. They don't want you.
You know what I don't understand? I don't understand how people can give people like him power over their life. He say jump, they say hi hi. You don't do that for nobody but God. Ain't you got a mind of your own? Can't you think
I
for
know that's
yourself?
right. Think for yourself. You can say no. It's okay to say no. Well, y'all was gonna say no. They was gonna fire y'all. Really, y'all could have sued them if they did that.
Mm,
You know, but no, show y'all say y'all want to show y'all real life because y'all was lying. Y'all was faking it, and then we weren't seeing
mm,
nobody houses. Y'all was outside in the park a lot, sitting on the
mm,
bench in park, and I'm like, what happened to they chit chatting in their house? That's their reality. Come on, y'all don't be outside like that.
mm-hmm. Miss Maria says, I like Cynthia. I have been rooting for Sheree right up to the whole not Sheree parent. What makes me gag is that they fumbled the bag big time. Yes,
Yeah,
they did.
they did.
Miss
Yes,
Maria
they
Denise
did.
says, welcome in, everyone. Please hit the like button. Coming in. Thank you, Miss Maria. She says, she like, I mean, Miss Denise. She says, I like Phaedra too. Yeah, they sure did. But you know, they was betting on that. What was it, 47 acres? They thought they were gonna be millionaires. They were hot behind them 47 acres.
Mel kept on saying, no, Mel knew how valuable 47 acres was. She knew it. That's why she said, I don't know.
The
Let me
only
see how they. Mel was very, in the beginning, she was very like, I don't know. Let me see how business oriented they are. So I feel like she was putting them through that test run. You see, she had to take Stanky Butt, Funky Butt, Stanky Cat, Tuna Cat. I'm gonna get it, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. You see, she had to take Tuna Cat. Tuna Cat. She was like, she told her, "Why you sit in the house? You know, come and go to these little seminars with me and stuff. You know about business and stuff like that. Don't let Marceau keep you in the house and stuff like that." She wasn't saying that to you to tell you to leave your husband. She
right.
was saying that to you so you can grow as a
Mm-hmm.
woman. And how you go, how, if you want to go into business, this is how you do it. So you can start your own business. You
Mm-hmm.
you missed you stinky booted. You missed the bag.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And look at the lemon head. If they're trying to scare somebody on the diagonal internet in all that big lawsuit and all that, they're kind of foolish stuff. Just a bunch of foolishness. Why you getting all entangled in mess like that? You don't even know these people. Let the
Who
people say
said
what the
that?
people gonna say. You can't stop. You're gonna be dead 20, 30 years, and the people still gonna be talking about you. What you gonna
Okay.
do about it? You can't do nothing about it. Let the people say whatever they want to say
They
about
say that
you.
They say they celebrities. This is what comes with that. If that's the case, Beyonce, JC will have lawsuits because I've seen on social media talking about some Blue Ivy had a boyfriend and she pregnant. All I've seen all that crap. I'm like, that little girl ain't pregnant. So if you are in the spotlight, people are going to lie on you. People are going to say things about you. People are going to dig in your life and put it
Mm-hmm.
out. And if it's on paper, if it's out there that's on paper, they can put it out there. It's already
Yeah.
out there to the public.
It's just sad. These people are sad. They was given an amazing opportunity and they blew it. They just blew that whole
Yeah,
opportunity because of
yeah,
jealousy and hatred.
yeah. That's sad. That's
Yeah,
sad.
real,
That's
real sad. Now they out there trying to figure out which way do I go, George? Which way do I go? Huh? I don't know what to do now.
mm. Everybody talking about coleslaw be good TV. Look, let me tell you something. Yeah, she'll be good TV because she's gonna come for all y'all. She's gonna come for Atisha. She's gonna come for Wanda. She's gonna come for Kimmy. She's gonna come for y'all dudes too.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna come for that. That's the reason why y'all say she make good TV, because y'all want to see her go get on there and crash out like she did on this internet. Don't
Mm-hmm.
nobody want to see that but foolish people.
Right, right. Miss
I
Maria
don't
said the
want to
other
see
thing that gags me is that all the core six had the same opportunity as Mel, but instead sat there and talked skit about her and trying to throw dirt on her name. That part right there.
it. Yep, that part. Yes, ma'am.
That part right there. Look at Martell. He lost his favor. Ain't nothing working. Ain't
Nothing.
nothing working for him. He thought it was funny until it
And it's so
wasn't.
sad because he had all that money and he blew it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He blew it.
Lord, it's been out. Is we going on almost 6 years? Yeah, is it five or six? I think it is it 6 years we going
Hit,
into.
hit,
Lord, he still
hit.
ain't let go. He still ain't let go, y'all. I want, no. Mm-mm.
If I was me, I'd keep security around me for a couple more years. Me and my kids.
Mm.
I would.
And that's the sad part that she have to have security around her like that
Yeah. Because she
just to
want to be
protect
free, her and
her.
her kids.
You're absolutely right. She didn't do that.
I,
Was his creation. He created
yeah.
that mess.
He
And,
created that. Yeah.
yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. I think the only time they didn't have, she had security there, but not like, you know, how they be walking with her and the kids and stuff like that when they went on that St. Thomas trip and they
Mm-hmm.
felt free. They felt free. But they know their daddy can't afford it.
I don't know. I don't know now. Wait a minute, Miss Dorothy. That fool said to pop up anywhere. We don't know where he at. Mm-hmm. Now he got basement Ralph down there over there. He teaching him some man. Keep it in court. Keep it in court. I'm so ready, y'all, for this court for all of them. Dead, D nasty, funky feet. I'm ready for these people to go to court and get this mess over with. I'm sick of it.
I'm waiting for all the court stuff to come out. This is going to be the exciting part right here.
Yes,
Going
just
to be
sick
the
of it.
exciting part. With Destiny, Destiny, I just don't like. I can't even give her 1 second of my ears. I just can't. I can't. Her and that foolish
The
that lady,
Dion.
cause yeah. I don't get them. Like I hear a lot of people say, well, she crashed out or she in her feelings. I hear a lot of people say that, but I can't. I can't even switch my phone to her because I don't even like looking her in her face.
Mm,
Cause you ain't finna do nothing but sit here and lie. It's like I can't sit here and listen to a liar. Cause I know y'all lying.
that
It's
part.
like I know you lying. Why I want to sit here and listen to you continue to lie, lie, lie. Your story just is this girl, you don't have a business. You just don't. You don't have anything. If you be truthful, people might listen.
Mm-hmm. Miss Maria said
Sometimes
they
we
could
gotta
have
tell people our testimonies.
Yeah, that part. She said they could have a separate show for all the court cases.
I
you,
know, right?
you ain't never lied on that one because my goodness.
It has so many views. It has so many views, like some million views. Everybody would tune in. Celebrity court cases while they was in
Yeah,
court.
yeah. Mr. Arthur, I told him the other day that show Where Are They Now? I would tune into it. If they would tell the honest God truth and show that real, I would tune into it. Show would. Y'all can tell the show gone because dark skinned kid and mamas ain't up there on the internet and trying to do no promoting. They know that show is over with, y'all. They just ain't told the said people.
Mm-mm.
It
Ken
ain't
and his twin. That's Ken and his twin.
yeah, and look at our Marquez. He didn't even got quite. It's a
He
wrap. It's
probably
done.
has. Yeah. It's a lot of cis and deceased letters that float around a little bit too. A lot of cease and desist letters that float around a little bit. Yeah. I know Carlos King probably put a cease and desist on that boy. That's why he got quiet.
And he up there trying to be angry. He need to be angry at his own self. He blackballed himself too. I told them people a long time ago. I said all these people up there. I said no, they see what they doing to themselves. They're blackballing their own self.
Mhm.
Can't tell them nothing. They
And
love
and,
to.
and Ken and his twins, I seen somebody had posted that she went out, she had on some white heels and she had on some white heels. I think she still had on her gym gym gear. I think she still had on her gym gear with some white heels. And I'm like, is y'all for real showing this? And they was riding her. they was talking about her clothes and her white heels. And I'm like, man, can't you find something? You can find something decent. I'm sorry. You just can't. I'm sorry. I don't
Miss
care if you
Maria
is
said
built like Ken.
Destitute could have had a really interesting storyline if she had discussed rebounding from failing business and divorce. They all had really good storylines. They just didn't want to say talk about it.
If she would have stayed neutral, she would have been still on there. Just stay neutral.
All of
Don't
it.
touch nobody. Don't touch nobody marriage. If y'all say not, y'all not touching anybody marriage. Don't touch nobody marriage. Let them play their marriage out on reality.
Mm-hmm.
That people want to see that. Some people, some married people, like if they reconcile, they still together on the show. If they didn't reconcile, let it play out. People like to see that because, like, what do that people be like? What do I do? Do I reconcile or do I don't? Or do I understand him? And then as y'all plan it out, people have those same issues.
Mm.
Reality TV. People look at y'all issue and be like, you know what? I'm going through that too. Let me see
Yeah.
the outcome.
It makes me wonder, do they understand the definition of reality TV? Do they know
I
what they
don't
were
think they
talking
do,
about?
G Swag. I don't think they do.
Wow.
I don't think they do. That's why Martell said, you know what? We all just faking.
He said, what?
In the beginning when he I think he put on social media, he said one real.
Oh, yeah.
All of them been saying that it's not real. It's
Mm-hmm.
fake. So I mean, to get it from the horse's mouth itself, and he wasn't the only one that said it wasn't real either. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to that part, what they saying, and then y'all want to come back and try to shoot another season. A season of what y'all said it ain't real. That's how
Mm-hmm.
I start looking at it. And I'm like, if Mel ain't on here, the reason why I said Mel, because she did. She put her whole life out there. So why stop now?
Mm.
So she gonna continue on showing y'all her life, but for y'all coming for her, she's sure, okay, look, they coming for me, and this is what I do. I go in silence. Okay, if that's how you feel, that's how she told. Okay, if that's how you feel. She
Mm.
was at that table smiling at them.
Yeah. You know what? She had
Prepare
to
her
be a strong
fashion.
person to
Yeah.
let Choo Choo try and get on the national internet and just say the things that she said about her, true or untrue. Some people, um, a lot of the haters believed every word that girl said, knowing that it wasn't true. They hate it
Okay.
because if you ask them why they hated her, they don't know. They wouldn't have an answer for you. They just following along to get along.
But
She
you
had
know
it
what,
strong because it couldn't have been me because I'd went and go find that little help.
they said it, it didn't bother her. And a lot of people did try to believe it. And like I said, it's the way Carlos, well, whatever his name is,
Call
um,
Lucifer.
Carlucifer, the way he edited on that reunion too. He edited a lot of stuff and
Yeah.
tried to make it seem like so he tried to make it say if we look at that whole thing, I bet Letitia said when Mel asked her that question, I bet Letitia said, no, you did not try to comfort me. But they cut it. You could tell. When she
Mm-hmm.
asked her, it's like Tisha just sat there and didn't say nothing. I kept on looking at that part. I kept going back looking at that part. I said they edited. They trying to make it seem like it was true because Tisha didn't answer the question when Mel asked her.
Mm-hmm.
They better
Mm-hmm.
get on that. Yeah. I see through like what's Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
Lucifer.
Yeah. They played a very dangerous game and they lost the game. They lost
They
it all.
lost.
They
They
gambled.
lost. They yes,
Mm-hmm.
they did, G Squad. They lost. And it's so sad because it's all before us.
Mm-hmm.
It's all before us. Just like you talking about some. Let them make Mel rich by her selling her t-shirts. Marcel, if you out there, boo boo behind the bushes, I got two of them. One of them said, "God over money."
Hey, look, he need to be out there trying to throw some t-shirts up against the wall to see what stick.
They gonna have to. You gonna see them later on trying to get on here trying to sell some t-shirts. What?
Do you know that he was really mad at the people at Mel's fan base all over the
Yeah.
world, y'all, that
Yes, he
support her?
was.
They
Yes, he
still
was.
that. They know
Yes, he
anytime she
was.
do something, TikTok or whatever, she gonna sell out. They don't have that fan base. Teacher, that's my some Key Squad. Where they at? One, two, three,
Yes,
maybe.
yes, he was. He was like we was the deplorables peoples, and every time he got on there, he was talking so fast he couldn't even understand what the words was coming out his own mouth. He was,
Yeah.
I'm like, he talking about people that he ain't never seen before. You don't know if it's a millimeter walking behind you. Stop, y'all.
Yeah.
They need to stop doing that. Really, really. And then you talking about you hate people. They was really vicious with the words.
Yeah, they
I hate
was.
all y'all. I hate all
Yeah.
y'all. You really want to say only thing when he said that G Squad, I kept on saying, you really want to say that? Because see, you ain't got to answer to us. You got to answer to the man upstairs.
At that part. Miss Maria says he and Tuna Cat have tried to sell t-shirts, failed miserably. Tuna Cat couldn't even give his away. Oh my goodness, Maria, star on that one. Oh my God. Yes, Tuna Cat. Tuna Cat. That part right there.
They were
Just
just talking, yeah, talking like they just had it. I don't care if they make her rich. Yeah, well, if she sell enough T-shirts, yes, she will be rich, and it's for a good cause.
yeah.
And my cause on that is she's a single mom like I used to be. So if it make her rich, oh well.
But they have to but they gotta these people gotta humble their spirit, y'all. They gotta humble themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Yeah, it's
really
it's
do.
it's it's, it's it's crazy because he got on there. He said it from his heart. He came
Mm-hmm.
all the way down. He got to the hard part. It got and then he worked it all the way to his mouth and say, "I just hate you. I hate y'all. I hate y'all, Melanie."
I know that what he said. That what he said now. He was mad man for real. Why don't
Yes, he
y'all come over
was.
here? Hey, look, he hurry up and shut down the more soldiers too, didn't? Ain't nobody studying that mess they trying to come out and do. Ain't nobody going over there with y'all.
Mel say, "Ain't no more soldiers."
Hey, look,
Ain't
when
no
they
when,
got Mimosa with Mel, he to my look, ooh, there's a lot of people in here.
baby. Did she show up and show out? She showed them this is what I represent. Let me show y'all.
This is what it looked like. This is how you supposed to do it, people. He talking about I see a lot of millimeters and I see a lot of muscle. Dumb. Muscle is stupid, y'all. That's it. Oh God. Mm, 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 mm. Well, maybe one day, I don't know when they'll learn, y'all. Just hopefully they will learn one day. Miss Maria says somebody tell Martha Mel is wealthy, very wealthy. He need to stop trying to check Mel's pockets and concentrate on his own. Miss Maria, you know he wanna live in that neighborhood she's in with the 4-piece nuggets. I don't know how he gonna do that, but that's what he said, allegedly. That part. Mm. Well, if the people ain't never learned nothing, y'all go back from season 1 and just start looking at how this show started and all of that stuff. And Miss Maria says he ain't allowed over there. Miss Dorothy, I thank you for being up here with me today, my co-host. I see it drop you down, but I've been here for over 2 hours, and I'm about to get up off of here. I'm gonna catch y'all later on today, though. But he know not to be out there. He need to keep on doing what he doing. Sexy Diva says millimeter show up and show out now. Wildebeest too, French Rose lady thinking she about to do it. Miss Sexy Diva, I told you that's how come she was bragging about the people that was over there in her live last night and how many subscribers she got. She said she was famous. That's what she said. She said she get the people. She the one that get the CC's content. She said they ain't got no content. Now I'm just telling y'all what she said. Um, I am on my tablet. Send me the link. Yeah, she said that the people is making her famous. That what she said last night. I'm just saying. Mm. Um, my phone went out. Sorry, but I'm enjoying the conversation. Left y'all. I just dropped it, Miss Dorothy. You want to come back up there? I stay here till about 2:30. Then I'm gonna get off. But yeah. She was laughing at how the people is making her famous. So she say anytime she say something about a live, the people, she know the people gonna come. She said, y'all got me almost at 5,000 subscribers. And she told the people down there in the chat that was modding for her. She said, it don't even matter. You see some of them coming up over here trying to talk that yang yang. She said, get rid of them. I said, die. I said, ooh, she big ball and shot calling up over there now. She said, get rid of them. I don't care. That's what she said. I said, ooh, well, it is what it is. But she was blowing that smoke last night, y'all. She was blowing that hot air out at everybody with
Hey
16.
guys, I'm
Hi.
sorry.
That's okay. Miss Maria said with 16 folks on her live. Miss Maria, she had over 500 people last night. Sure. I hate to tell the truth, but that is the truth. I'm just
It's
saying.
gonna get G Squad is gonna get less and less because they gonna figure out what she doing. That's
Mm-hmm.
all. They gonna figure out like she's not giving us no content, so and she studies telling us to come, and she probably that's all she probably got is 500 people she that like her.
That's what she said. She said she the one that's making the YouTube streets right now because she said they ain't got no content. The people ain't got nothing to talk about. They talk about her. She said everywhere you look, you see her picture up there. They got her picture. Got my picture posted up there. I said, die. Not over here, she. Not over here, you don't.
But not in a good way.
She might be
It's
one of
not
them people. She might be one of them. She don't care whether it's good or bad. You know,
right.
she
She sound like coleslaw. It's not in a good way. Why y'all patting yourself on the back? Like that's not nothing to pat. Like people looking at y'all like y'all real silly. Like would y'all ever like people would not if it had to be a party, they'd be like, no, don't invite that person. That person,
Mhm.
no.
Miss
Mm-mm.
Maria says that G know when she was at Black, Martha called her out for her 16 viewers. I bet you he did. I'm sure he did. Oh. But I want somebody to find out why when we get up off of here until we come back, find out why come Lemonhead and Side he ain't so quiet. Miss Sexy says Wildebeest mad because she don't her sidekick no more. She don't have her sidekick no more. She was throwing subliminals out there last night, Miss Sexy. If you better go back and listen to her, she was throwing subliminals out there to all of them. She showed.
Oh,
Mm,
I seen some of that mess. I got away from that. I was like, oh,
I did too. She was calling that stuff out. You got all them
Yeah, I got
people
away from
on your
that.
panel. She said you got all them people sitting up there on your panel. Girl, they don't like you.
Yeah,
They don't like you. I said, oh
yeah.
my goodness.
When I
Ooh.
seen that little panel, I was like, oh, time to move around. No, no, no. And then when I seen her at the top, I said, oh, really? I got to. Oh, no.
Mm.
Uh-uh. Miss Wanda? No way. No, no. I will not come near y'all.
Wow.
I feel like y'all ain't nothing but heat. Like, like I want to
I,
say hell, but you know, it's the heat, like you want to stay away from that. So when
I
I
miss
seen that whole panel, I was like, oh my God, what they
Miss Sexy
doing?
says, yep, she was on the Moth channel talking about it today. I just pray,
Mm,
y'all. I don't want them spirits up over here,
that
I've been
I did.
cleansed, and cleansed and all of that. So I thank God
Man,
for
Lord, well, we right now we finna cleanse this one right here. Your content, this channel right here, we cleanse it in the name of Jesus. Keep it
it.
away, Lord God. And we bless your holy name because we got to give you all the glory, Lord. And whatever's not like you, keep it away in the
Amen.
name of
Amen.
Jesus.
Amen to that. Amen.
And
Goodness.
when I got to it, I was like, oh, no, messy. That like, and when I seen her at the top, face, oh, but when I seen some of the names on the panel, I was, my heart went to my stomach.
Maybe you were just disappointed a little or something. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I was. And I'm like, this lady is a bunch of lies, and we all know this. We
Mm,
all know this. Like, and now she done got caught up in the person, her sidekick. Come on, y'all. This ain't nothing but a mess. Why would y'all go to that?
mm.
I mm-mm.
I
No.
don't know. We're just gonna
My
keep it.
grandmother, my grandmother always said, "You're a lady before you anything." So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
mm,
I just pray, y'all. Just pray for the people. I get over here, do what I'm gonna do, and I get on up off of here. I don't be doing a lot of visiting and all of that stuff. I just stay to myself. I love being to myself. I love me some me. So
yeah.
whatever God has for me, it is mine, and
It's for
nobody.
you. That's right. It's for you and nobody else.
Hey, Salt and Light. She said, just learned of your show and I love it. Oh, bless your heart. Look at you better go, big God. Thank you, Miss Salt, and welcome. Happy Monday to you. I hope you did subscribe to the channel, girl. Greatly appreciate you. Miss Salt,
Oh,
did you see Big God just jump up in here?
uh-uh.
You didn't see that. I said, whoever God wants me to have, I'm gonna have. As soon as I said that, she said, I just learned of your show and I love it.
Oh, oh, the young lady. Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, I'm sitting here praying, praising. I'm like, Lord, to God be the glory. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. So,
Mm, it's more to come, honey. You know, one thing I had to learn, I was going when I was driving to church yesterday, and this car in front of me was driving. We on the expressway. We in express lane, matter of fact. So it's two cars behind me. I ain't paying no attention. I'm listening to my church music, and the car was driving slow and not the speed it's supposed to be. And we got a couple of miles up, and I
Mhm.
ain't realized. And then we got a couple more miles up. I'm still behind her. And then I'm like, patience just went right across my head.
Yeah,
Patience.
yeah, yeah.
Patience.
Let me acknowledge this right quick. Miss Denise says at Salt, hello, Queen. Miss Maria says at Salt and Light. She says, welcome. Miss Denise says, I miss you morning prayer. Miss Candy said you will laugh a lot over here at Salt and Light. Miss Maria said, Miss Denise says I will be there tomorrow. Yes, welcome and thank you so much for joining us today. Greatly appreciate it.
Welcome, welcome. I'll be at work tomorrow, y'all. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to sneak in the bathroom and try to listen. But
You
I'm
didn't
coming
have
to
to work
bring
today.
huh?
You didn't have to work today.
I took off. I took off today.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, I took off today. I got an appointment at 3 o'clock, so I took off today. So
Oh,
I'm like,
okay. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm getting ready to go up here to the good CVS and pick up my iron pills here, taking my medicine like I am supposed to.
I know. Me too. Me too. Me
That's right,
too.
because I want to be around here for a very long time, very, very
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
But
So
Miss
welcome,
Dorothy, I
welcome.
have enjoyed you being up here with me today, being my co-host. Miss Maria says that Dorothy, we will try to keep it to a small rock. I cannot. But anyway, y'all, your girl got to get up off of here. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining my live. I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all, each and every day. Y'all know that I love y'all. Your girl be back later on this afternoon, but right now I got to go to the CVS over here. So I love y'all. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Bye.